me I will never measure love. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Ooh, oh, you say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. And you say I am held when I am falling short. And when I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours. And I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe the only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth, in you I find my identity. Ooh, oh, you say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I'm strong when I think I'm weak. And you say I am held when I am falling short. When I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours. And I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. Oh, I believe. Taking all I have and now I'm laying it at your feet. You'll have every failure, God. You'll have every victory. Ooh, you say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I'm strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short. When I don't belong, oh, you say I'm yours. And I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe, oh, I believe, yes, I believe what you say of me. I believe.
I suppose we should get going.
Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
It's that time!
What time?
Christmas time is here!
All right.
Everybody knows it's the... I don't know the words.
Sing it, Dad.
I
don't either.
Santa's on his way! Hip, hip, hooray. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. We're live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Good morning. Good morning.
I clearly woke up early and did my hair.
Clearly. Looks great. Looking a little flat there, buddy.
Yeah.
No volume today.
None?
No,
Here,
none volume.
I'll do things. Looks great.
I wish I could do that with my hands.
It's Christmas vacation, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
I woke up like this and was like, well, this is good enough.
Cool, man.
Dex likes me just the way I am.
That's all right, man. You know? And so does the Starmy. They accept you. Good morning,
Thanks,
Star.
Starmy.
I'm speaking on behalf of them.
I have naturally really curly hair.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like perm style?
Maybe not that curly.
Gee, I wish
Pretty
you
curly.
would have permed your hair back a couple years ago when Teo was here.
Oh, dude.
When you had the long hair.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been so great.
For you guys,
Well,
maybe.
yeah. I mean, even for you, I think maybe that you'd never done it. You don't know.
It's true. It's true. I don't know. It could have been glorious.
Exactly. Hey, big shout out to our friend Jessica, who
Yeah.
dropped off some Christmas gift for both of us. Oh, you're so sweet there, Jessica.
Literally, because I
Very
got
sweet.
chocolates.
Yeah, you got chocolates. I got chocolates. I got this cool coffee mug.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I just got chocolates.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
She gave me
cool.
like a big brick of cat. No, she
Oh.
didn't. She didn't. Just kidding.
She gave you this coffee mug, and when you opened it out, all these numbers spilled out. And if you arrange them
Oh,
correctly,
stop it.
it's her phone number.
Okay.
Bow. I don't even know what that music
What the
is.
heck?
It's
All right.
it's 6:10.
Well, thank you, Jessica. That was very nice of you. Very nice.
Yeah.
So if you, any other Starmy members out there would like to drop off Christmas gifts, it's 4001
That's
Osuna
right.
Road Northeast.
That's right. Uh-huh.
Just drop them off at the front desk of the main Calvary office, and they'll make sure they get over to us. You know, we accept pretty much anything you want to.
I prefer cold hard cash.
Oh,
Say,
man.
that's like the opposite, actually. I love well thought out gifts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, when people
I'll take
put a
that
lot
over
of thought.
like a gift card.
Sure,
yeah.
man.
Like
I don't
real
know though.
gifts are
Gift
really
cards
great.
are pretty cool though.
Well, of course, they're amazing.
Yeah.
I love everything about
Yeah.
that. Is it a gift card to Erickson, my tattoo artist? That's what I really need right now.
Visa debit cards.
Yeah,
Visa
that
gift
too.
cards.
That too.
Yeah. If you guys want to hang out with us, we're on YouTube Live at Star 88 FM. And you can also call into the show. Phone lines are open at 505-338-3700. And we got a live line you can text in. What's the number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
That's right, everybody.
Mm.
That's right. How's everybody doing? Guys
So
getting ready?
good.
It's the last week, and then we go on Christmas vacation.
That's right. Literally a week from today is Christmas Day.
It's going to be the longest week of my life.
Yeah.
Just gearing up.
We gonna go snowboarding? We're gonna get out of the
Good.
city?
You know
Come
where
on.
you know where I'm going.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I don't wanna. Fine, I'll go.
We got our Christmas party on Saturday.
Yep.
And then I'm heading up to Montana on Sunday. I'm gonna go back and see the fam. I got to see them before my parents pass away.
Wow.
So close, you know.
Yeah.
They're just getting up there, and I just
Yeah.
feel like if I don't go, I might not never see my parents again. It's been forever since
Yeah.
they never come and visit me. So I mean, I guess I'll be the one that goes up there.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Mom and Dad. I love you. You guys have many years ahead of you. Man, we got a huge show today. I think it's going to be huge, at least. Did you watch The Voice last night? Let's give a big shout out to Chevelle, New Mexico native. Dude, she like made it to the finale.
Yeah.
Stained glass found a steeple, vinyl record found a needle.
From Farmington, New Mexico.
In a crowd of people, I found you.
Chevelle Shepherd.
I learned from my rehearsals, squares don't fit into circles. I've never heard this song.
Guys, she's like 8 years old.
Oh, it's because she wrote this song. Okay, that's why. That's why I've never heard this song. I thought it was karaoke until just now.
Wow, it's a pretty good song.
It is. If only Chevelle did Chevelle,
Yeah, right?
and I would have just super voted for.
What is she like 15? Is she 13 or 15? I can't remember. She's
She's
young.
young, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Good for her. Chevelle Shepherd from Farmington, New Mexico.
My Facebook just blew up last night with everybody asking us to vote for Chevelle.
I know, right? I always wondered about that. If because you always see on the on those shows the hometown, and they're all like hanging out. Did you see like Farmington? They were all like at the gymnasium at the high school that she goes to, and it was like packed full of people, and they were
Really?
watching The Voice last night.
That's cool.
That was pretty cool.
She's now 16 years old, by the way.
16 years old.
Yep.
Man, she's pretty incredible. I mean, writing your own song like that,
Yeah.
she made it. She's probably gonna win the show.
Writing her own song.
She's probably gonna. Who's she up against? You watching?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. She's on Team Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
So, guys, that's pretty cool. Big shout out to Chevelle.
Great band. Miss them.
Amazing band.
Miss them so
They're
hard.
still out there, man. They're still
Huh?
out there doing their thing. Chevelle.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. They just released an album.
What?
That was like last year or something.
Oh. I knew about that album. I thought you meant like
Oh.
just released an album. I'm all up on that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack. Know what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah, dog. I hear you.
Got some Jaden Smith in there, yo. Got some Posty.
Mm-hmm.
It's good stuff, yo.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah, dog.
Man, a lot of Christmas stuff on the show today. Did you hear somebody won the Mega Millions in Albuquerque?
I didn't even know. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
I don't
And
know.
I haven't checked my ticket yet.
What would you do? Like, you always joke about this, but like, for real, what would you do?
I'd disappear.
I don't think
Vanish.
you would.
I probably wouldn't. I'd just buy lots of cool things and destroy them in front of everybody. That's what I would do. I would buy really expensive things and just blow them up.
Yeah.
And it'd be the greatest YouTube channel ever. People would hate me and love me at the same time. Because people like explosions,
Okay.
I'd buy C4 and dynamite. I probably shouldn't say that on the air. Anyways. So we got a big show today, guys. Lots of good news, lots of Christmas stuff. New dating term alert you guys need to be aware of. And a homeless person doing some pretty cool stuff, which is, you don't hear that very often. Last time we heard a homeless person doing something cool, like helping somebody get some gas.
Turned
It was
out
a
to be
scam, right?
Turned out to be
I don't trust it anymore,
It was pretty
I
sad.
don't trust it. I know. Good morning.
Hey, what's up? Happy Tuesday.
Who's this?
This is Dilbert.
Oh, my gosh. Is this really Dilbert?
Yes.
Did Christmas just come early?
Oh, no.
Is this my old stunt boy, Dilbert? Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
Oh!
Ghost of Christmas Past.
Well, here's the deal, Dilbert. We're up against a break. Can you hang on, and we'll talk to you when we get back? You got time?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah, that's cool.
All
Dilbert,
right.
aren't you still up in Montana?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Still
so
up in
great.
Bozeman.
That's so great. You're going to have to go see old Joseph here because he's
I'm
going
very busy.
He's going home for Christmas.
I'm very
You'll have
busy.
plenty of time to hang out with
I don't
you.
know if I can fit you into my
That's
schedule.
real
We'll
life,
see.
man. I just wanted to make sure you knew right now that he was going to go home for Christmas.
I'm just kidding. I would love to see you,
Oh,
Dilbert.
dude. That's awesome.
Okay. Hold on the phone, Dilbert, all right?
All right.
All right. I can't. You know what? It's been a while since we talked to Dilbert. See if
know.
he's still doing his comedy.
Oh, gosh.
You need a good laugh this morning?
It's about to happen,
It's
yo.
about to happen. He does not disappoint, that's for sure. So we'll talk to Dilbert when we come back. Live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang out with us.
Michelle is a former Compassion-sponsored child.
There's a lot of prostitution, drug abuse is very common. We were forced to live in a very small shanty with 17 of our other relatives because my mom and my dad cannot provide a home for us.
There are a lot of children in poverty who live like Michelle.
I was told that I am so ugly, I will become nothing but a thief and a drug addict when I grow up, and I felt so shameful of who I am.
Who believe the lie that nothing will ever change.
But then when my sponsor told me that, Michelle, you are beautiful, we are proud of you, and we are praying for you, and we love you, and the words touched the very depth of my heart and soul. My life was changed because I was sponsored.
Join Star 88 in Compassion and sponsor a child in Thailand on the border with Myanmar now. Just call 855-293-2323 or click on the Compassion banner at star88.fm.
Tony Evans. This is a Star 88 Supernova.
The guy was in Chicago. He was on his way to catch a flight. He saw this pretty lady. He started talking to her. He said, well, where are you going? She said, I'm going to New York. He said, well, I'm going to Florida. Why don't we fly together? The answer is because you're going in two different directions. Singles, the reason why God says that a Christian should not marry a non-Christian is because there is a spiritual conflict. There is a conflict of gods, and those gods will conflict with each other. There will be a clash of gods. I mean, marriage is hard enough when you got the same God. When you wind up with a conflict of gods, he says, not only do you have this conflict with the unity of God, because you're asking a unified God to be in a disunified scenario, he says you profane the sanctuary.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Star 88 Supernova.
You don't always come through that open door. Not in the things I usually look for. My mystery got me intrigued. Fascinated, captivated, I'm amazed by all that you are. Uncontrollable emotion, all your love exposing my heart. Yeah, there's just something about you. I'm better when I'm around you. Can't get enough of the way you light up every room. You got me singing and shouting. I can't stop talking about you. Wish I could explain the way that you do what you do. Yeah, there's just something about you. Your gentle voice, I hear it breaking through the loudest noise. It's ringing through me, filling every void. I overflow, one thing I know. Fascinated, captivated, I'm amazed by all that you are. Uncontrollable emotion, all your love exposing my heart. Yeah, there's just something about you. I'm better when I'm around you. Can't get enough of the way you light up every room. You got me singing and shouting. I can't stop talking about you. Wish I could explain the way that you do what you do. There's just something about you. There's just something about you. There's just something about you. When I'm with you, every single day is brand new. Brand new, brand new. When I'm with you, every single day is brand new. Brand new, brand new. Yeah, there's just something about you. I'm better when I'm around you. Can't get enough of the way you light up every room. Yeah, there's just something about you. I'm better when I'm around you. Can't get enough of the way you light up every room. You got me singing and shouting. I can't stop talking about it. Wish I could explain the way that you do what you do. There's just something about you. There's just something inside you. There's just something about you. There's just something
Sarah Reeves, Something About You at Star 88, 623.
High today of 54 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
On hold right now is one of the greatest stunt boys of our time.
God, I'm dying!
He might even be one of the greatest comedians of our time.
Oh, man.
It's high praise, bro. It's high praise.
Joining us on the show right now,
I can't breathe.
Dilbert. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
just wait for me
Hey,
to finish
man.
the intro, bro. Joining us on the show right now, all the way from Montana,
Yeah. You can talk now.
Dilbert,
Oh.
Greg, Madsen. Welcome.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, man, how are you? Okay.
I'm doing awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Good, man. Well, it's been a while since we talked to you. How long has it been?
It's been a minute, man.
Few months, 6
Yeah.
months, half a year.
Yeah. I think it was. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't either. So last time we talked to you, you were doing the comedy thing. You're doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Is that still? Are you still pursuing that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I have my own show coming up this Thursday.
really?
Your
And it-
own show?
Like you're headlining the show?
I'm hosting it.
You're hosting the show? Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
That's the whole audience.
How did you get that gig?
Well, one of my buddies, he works out in Livingston for Town Killer Studios, and I just called him up. I'm like, "Hey, dude, is it cool if I put a show together?" He's like, "Yeah, man." And so I'm gonna be putting the show together. I got 3 comedians: Charlie, Philip, and another Charlie, and then it's gonna be professionally filmed and put online.
Okay, now is that for real? Because
Yeah,
the last
dude.
time we asked you to film your stand-up comedy, it never happened. In fact, I even accused you of possibly lying to us about doing a comedy show in the past. There's no proof out there
No.
whatsoever. Just saying.
No, it's for real.
Okay,
It's
all
for
right.
real.
Listen,
It's gonna be
alright.
professionally filmed, so not like iPhone type style or whatever.
Good, good.
But yeah, it's gonna be really cool.
All right, I'm
Don't-
looking forward to it.
Don't lie, Dilbert. Okay, there.
Don't lie.
A great theologian, Funklo, once said, "Don't fake the funk." Okay,
I love it.
So we need you to be real, man. We need you to film this, and we need to watch it all. And I'm excited that it's professionally filmed, which
Yeah.
nowadays just means like on an iPhone.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
That's so great.
That's not what it
It's
means,
so
right? It's not just going to be
No.
Okay, that's good.
No, this is professionally filmed.
Well,
iPhone
talking to Dilbert here.
XR.
Oh, it's the 10 XR. Gotcha.
Got it. Got it.
So,
But yeah,
yes.
I'm super stoked about it. It's gonna be really cool. It's 7:30 on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody
And,
that's listening
yeah.
to Montana, why don't you plug the show?
So yeah, no. Here's the thing: all of your comedy like tends to come from like real life experiences. So, what's been going on in your life? What are some real life experiences that you're going to draw your comedy from?
Just I mean, let's see, video games.
Okay.
Video games.
All right.
Video games. People watching.
Yes.
Facebook.
Okay. Would you like
And,
to give us
social-
some? Would you like to give us a little taste of the comedy you've been working on?
Yeah, I'll give you a little bit. So, like, it's like, all right. So, parents, everything is like so social media these days, right?
Yeah.
And everything's on social media.
Yeah.
You got plates of food, you got the adorable mugshots, you got your couples on Facebook, and then you got the parents. Parents these days are probably like, hey, let's look at our family album. All right? Child all sits down. All right, opens up Facebook album. And then the parents will be like, yeah, this is me back in the day, when I went out with my friends, and, this is, me and my ex and stuff like that. And, yeah, I just got to put more of it together. But, I mean, that's part of it.
Still working out the kinks.
Oh, well, yeah, because back in the day, you
Yeah.
remember you'd have like the family photo albums. You
Yeah.
don't have to sit around and like now it's all on Facebook.
Right.
I get it.
So you basically got to
That's
make it
good.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to work it out.
Yeah.
Got to beat it a little bit. Stretch that thing.
Yep.
Find the funnies.
Yeah.
For sure. And, it's just, I mean, I write about a whole lot about myself. I mean, you know, it's just, I'm always optimistic now. It's like, dude, like, life's so short and golden, man. You got to be happy, dude. I mean, I'm not going to waste seconds being sad or angry or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just,
I think this is part of his
I'm not going to
routine.
say I don't care about anything. I just, you know, I'm me. I'm not going to be something else, you know, and it's awesome, dude. It's really cool. So,
Can you give us something that that you've performed and it's worked and the crowd laughed and responded well? Give us your best bit.
Ooh.
My best bit would be, okay, so, okay, it's like Facebook, all right?
Okay.
You know, I think it's funny nowadays, like, all right, so a person's having a bad day, right? Here's Facebook. A person gets on Facebook, has a bad day. It's like, oh, man, I'm just feeling so sick. I feel terrible. Today's just a horrible day. And then one of their friends will click like. Like, why would you like that? But now they have the emoticons. You know, they got the wow, they got the ha-ha, and now they got the heart, too. So it's like if a person does that, I see this nowadays. I see a person will say they're having a bad day, and then their friend will click heart for the reaction. It's like, why would you love that? And then it's like, you know, you'll see people on Facebook to be like, oh, man, today's going to be such an amazing day. Later that night, they're like, oh, man, my life sucks. You know, it's, oh, man, I just hate everything. Next day, same thing. Oh, man, today's going to be so awesome. At night, oh, man, everything is just horrible. You know, I just hate it. And then it's, yeah, I mean, then you'll see those same people posting inspirational quotes like, you know, let's just live every day to the fullest. And it's like, man, your day was pretty full, man. It seemed like a cup of half full, half empty type situation.
That's your big
He's
one.
still working on the material, man.
Is that new material?
Clearly,
Is that
because
new?
you can start with the family photo album thing, and then you seg into. Speaking of Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a good seg because it's still like within the same realm of the last joke you were working on. So they're all you have like the first half of a routine. You just need the punchlines. So,
Right.
Yeah.
And so what I'll be doing is, like I said, I'm posting it, so I'll be telling like 5-10 minutes, and then I'll introduce the next comedian, then they'll do like a half an hour, and then I'll do another like 5 minutes.
Have you ever
stuff,
thought about
so.
stealing other people's material?
No, don't
Well,
do that.
I mean,
I feel like that's the
No.
road you should go down.
Don't steal material.
Yeah, you live in Montana, nobody knows.
No, don't do that.
I think you
the
need to
internet's,
steal
the
people's
internet's real
material.
these days. You don't do that.
As long as you give credit at the end of the joke, you'd be fine, right?
Well, here's what I think. I think like every day someone has said the same thing you've probably said.
Exactly.
So it's like sharing. It's not really stealing. It's like everybody said the same thing you said.
It's like when a teacher
okay, what
says, write a report, and you can't just copy word for word online. You have to like make it into your own words.
Right. No, I get what you're saying, and it's like, you know, it's like, I don't know, comedians
Plagiarism,
out
man.
there,
You can't plagiarize.
Can't plagiarize.
You know,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dave Cook, Kevin Hart, you know, they tell their jokes. It's like, man, if I go up on stage and I tell someone like it, you can't be like, oh, man, you totally stole my joke. Because it's like, dude, like, that's not true because what if I'd never heard your joke? You know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying. I get it. But I feel like that's the path you need to go down because we've been talking to you about the stand-up thing for what, over a year and a half?
Yep.
And you've been going strong. You haven't given up, which I have to take my hat off to you. I really do. But I think at this point, taking some of the best comedy out there and making it your own might be the way to go.
Still stealing. Still not.
I think he agrees with me.
Yeah, well, no, I agree with in a way, I agree with that. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said.
No.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah. No, don't listen to him.
No, I think that's the road you need to go down.
Oh, you'll still get roasted because
Yeah,
you're
I
still
don't know.
stealing material.
Right,
and that's yeah.
But what if there was a person in the audience and I told her, like, they've never seen any comedians before? And
Exactly.
Then
If
they,
they don't
like,
know you're stealing, then it's not really stealing.
No, pretty sure it's still stealing. Don't go rip off other people's jokes.
I mean, make
Oh, man.
make it your own.
Unless it's Saturday Night Live, because nobody watches that anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well. Yeah.
See,
No.
see, Dilbert, you can have that one. That one's,
You're gonna give that one to him?
one's- Yeah.
Well,
that's-
but he would be stealing though.
yeah, it's true.
know?
Because that was mine.
Yeah.
But to be fair, it's Montana, and so actually people probably do watch SNL because what else is there to do? Go to Dilbert's show.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Have you ever thought about hiring somebody to write your material?
No, that's also weird. That's just, yeah.
No? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
people you pay top dollar for jokes, man. You know?
So here you
Yeah.
go, Dilbert. Here you go. Here's what you do. You start your routine with, oh man, it's gonna be such a great night, a comedy, really excited about it, and then you jump into your Facebook joke, and then after you tell the joke, like long awkward pause as it bombs, and then you do the negative like Facebook post, like right there live, where you're like, oh
There you
man,
go.
this show's
That's good.
wow,
That's
this
good.
show's awful. This is the worst night of my life. That's what you do. That's what you do. So it's like you're living in your own joke. I'm gonna stop now.
Dilbert, for $500, I will write 5 jokes.
Oh
for you.
gosh, no, don't do that either. He's really good at pressing buttons. You don't want him like writing your joke.
I've stolen everything from Steve-O.
Yeah. So
See, he's laughing.
maybe you're just misunderstood, Dilbert. That's
Yeah,
what people are
yeah,
saying.
you
Like
know.
you are destined for greatness, my friend. You keep at it. We're excited. It was good to hear from you. Too.
It really was,
Like,
man.
seriously.
It really was. I'm glad that
Yeah.
you checked in with us. And when did you say the show was?
It's this Thursday, 7:30 p.m.
Nice.
you need to get-
Livingston.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing it because you said it's going to be filmed. So
Yep.
you better be sending us
Yeah.
that link as soon as it's up, and looking forward to hearing it. Seeing how you do. And you're hosting the show, which is pretty cool. Good job, man.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And it's so awesome talking to you guys.
Well, it was so
Yeah.
great
Thank you,
talking
man.
to you too, bro.
You do you, Dilbert. Keep at it. You're hilarious.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Have
See
an
you,
awesome
Dilbert.
day.
All right.
Blessed day.
Bye-bye.
All right. Oh, man.
That is one character right there. I tell you what. Not one.
Pray for Dilbert.
There's nobody like a Dilbert out there.
There's no one like Dilbert.
Nobody like a Dilbert. Gosh, man. Good kid right there. Put him through a lot back in the day.
I wonder if that's why.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Is that why?
Yeah,
You just-
he's got that nervous twitch.
Yeah.
We shocked him a lot.
yeah.
I'm sorry. It's Buck's fault, really. He did most of the torturing on that kid.
Poor
That was
kid.
years ago, guys. And I,
You're reformed.
yes, thank you.
You've changed.
All right, we got to take a break, guys. Good morning. Welcome to the show. We're live on YouTube at Star 88 FM, and you guys can hang out with us. Chime in. Be a part of the show. 505-338-3700. And you can text in as well. What's that live line number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483. God, I'm dying! Yeah. Yep.
We'll be right back. Hang out.
Christine Kane challenges us to not just look at those around us, but to see the person as Christ sees them. In this Star 88 PowerPoint.
You know, my husband, he is an awesome man, but he has this incredible case of domestic blindness. And he will yell to me, Christine, have you seen the milk? Like, what do you mean? The 68 cartons right in front of you on that middle shelf. Or when it comes to, have you seen my shirt? Oh, the one that's hanging. All 15 of them in black, like Gary. There, it's right there. It's right. Do you see it? There's like this domestic blindness that happens. We could go through something and you could be at a supermarket with someone, they're like, did you see that person? And you're so consumed in yourself, you didn't see the person that even scanned your items. You didn't even see the person on the side of the street. You didn't even see the pain or the suffering in the person in your workplace. You saw you kind of looked at a boss that seemed angry, but you didn't see the person behind it. It's amazing how much we look at, but we do not see.
That's Christine Kane on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
Got up before the alarm. Sunlight replacing the stars. Finding my phone in the dark. Putting my life on restart. So many places to go. Asking what's best, I don't know. Each hour's an hour you make. So I know it's gonna be strange. One more day. I believe that it's gonna be all okay with you. And now I gotta breathe. I'm awake. My heart is beating for you. Your love is all I need. Another day. I'm gonna live it for you. I'm giving thanks for another day. Giving thanks for another day. Thank you for one more day. I'm giving thanks for another day. Giving thanks for another day. No one can tell me what's next, or just how much time I got left. Hourglass half full of sand, but I know it's all in your hands. There is no me, only yours. It's only in you I would trust. Yo, goodbye to fear and a doubt. Hello to your love reaching out. Feeling like one more day. Wanna show that I'm gonna go all the way with you. Oh my love, I gotta breathe. I'm awake. My heart is beating for you. Your love is all I need. Another day. I'm gonna live it for you. I'm giving thanks for another day. Giving thanks for another day. Thank you for one more day. I'm giving thanks for another day. Giving thanks for another day. Thank you for one more day. I'm giving thanks for another day. Giving thanks for another day. Thank you for one more day. I'm giving thanks for another day. Giving thanks for another day. This heart, so young, it's yours, it's yours. All of my days, my hours, they're yours, just yours. This heart, so young, it's yours, it's yours. All of my days, my hours, they're yours, just yours. Oh, and now I gotta breathe. I'm awake. My heart is beating for you. That's all I need. Another day. Keep on loving me. I'm gonna live it for you. I'm giving thanks for another day. Giving thanks for another day. I just wanna thank you. I'm giving thanks for another day. Giving thanks for another day. I'm giving thanks for another day. Giving thanks for another day. I'm giving thanks for another day. Giving thanks for another day. Thank you for one more day.
Aaron Cole, one more day. Star 88, 642.
High today of 54 degrees.
What's going on in the news today?
We're just days away from a possible partial government shutdown, and negotiations seem to be going nowhere fast.
Newly unsealed court documents show the extent to which Michael Flynn was working on behalf of Turkish clients, including a $600,000 payday.
A school bus crash in North Carolina sent more than a dozen students and their bus driver to the hospital.
The woman who was arrested for trying to climb the Statue of Liberty was found guilty.
She's facing up to 18 months in prison.
A new study finds the percentage of high school seniors who say they vaped in the past 30 days nearly doubled.
The most sweeping analysis yet of Russia's meddling on social media prepared for the Senate Intelligence Committee, concluding that Russia used every major social media platform to help Donald Trump win.
Massive waves hitting the California coast. Surf as high as 50 feet.
Rip currents and dangerous conditions. People are being warned to stay away.
Here's a pro tip. Don't be that guy.
Ooh, pro tips, man. I love pro tips. Good morning. Feliz Navidad, everybody. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I don't know, man. I just don't know if I'm ready. Let's go back home.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. To go home? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I'm not ready.
don't know if I'm ready. It's
Did
too
some more
cold.
Christmas shopping yesterday.
Did ya?
This is the latest I've ever been.
Yeah.
Well, I'm usually on it, man.
Yeah, it's crazy out there.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Man, I wish I worked for this company. This Texas company gave every employee a nice little Christmas bonus this year.
Yeah, we got one.
Yeah, they did. We got one. And
Yeah.
hey,
It was very cool.
it's very cool.
It was very kind of them.
We could have gotten nothing,
Yeah, it's very true.
but we got something.
Got a cool Christmas party with the great band and
Yep.
got a cool little Christmas card.
Heck yeah. This Texas company, they're really they must really love their employees. I mean, either that or they're really stupid and they don't manage their money very
They
well.
do
I'm
not
really,
manage their money.
really sure. The Houston-based energy company
No kidding.
gave each of their 1,381 employees $100,000 each. They each got a $100,000 bonus.
That's
They hit their goals, you get $100,000.
wow.
Yeah, in 2010, the company's execs gave employees the choice of a $50,000 car or a $35,000 check for doubling the size of the company in 5 years. Hey, it takes money to make money. Write that down, guys.
Okay, takes money.
Takes money.
What if
It
you don't
takes
wait?
money.
Take money to make
No,
money.
it takes
Take-
money. That means
takes
you got to give out your money.
Yes.
It's your money. You
Mhm.
give it
You give
out.
it.
You invest
Gotta
it.
Take money. Yes.
And you hope that the return will be bigger.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened with this Texas company. Doubled in size, and it continues to grow. So they're like, okay, you guys are doing great. $100,000 bonus. Boom.
Gosh.
Can you imagine getting a $100,000 bonus?
No.
Yeah. I wonder what the average salary is there. Or if they all just make just tons of money. So like they're already millionaires in the first place. So it's like
man.
$100,000. It's like $50 to us.
It just sounds like they are owning it out there because
Yeah.
they got what? Would you say a $50,000 car, a $35,000 check for doubling the size of the company in 5 years? That was in 2010. And so then this year it was like, hey, you guys hit all of this. We're going to give you a giant bonus.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah. They made Fortune Magazine's best companies to work for 3 years in a row.
Well, yeah.
So, duh.
I mean, seriously.
So, duh.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Gosh, I couldn't imagine.
I get it though. I mean, can you imagine if you worked for a place that, you knew
Oh, yeah.
if you worked your butt off, you could possibly get a bonus like that? I mean, that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
It's all about money. I'm just kidding.
Totes.
That's what life's all about, right?
Right,
It's like,
all right, totes.
accumulating as much money as you possibly can.
Before you die.
Exactly. I mean, that's what the Bible teaches, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, no. Oh, okay. That is absolutely wrong. No, that is wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Paul says, so that's why utility bills skyrocketed in Texas. Wait, utility bills are more expensive in Texas?
Yeah, they're
I
so
need to know.
so expensive. Yeah, so I don't know, man. And then I saw this other article, which I really hope this catches on because I could really use a 3-day weekend. You know what I'm saying?
I read this article.
Yeah.
This is really happening.
Yep.
How would that affect our show, though?
I mean, we could put in best of on a Friday.
Maybe.
Yeah, companies around the world, they're deciding to cut their work week. They found by going with a 4-day work week, it leads to higher productivity, more motivated staff, and less burnout. They say it is much healthier. We do a better job if we're not working crazy hours. That makes sense, right? I guess New Zealand There's an insurance company there. They reported a fall in stress and a jump in staff engagement after it tested a 32-hour week earlier this year. Even in Japan, the government is encouraging companies to allow Monday mornings off. Over in the UK, they're doing the same thing. So, like, they're trying this out all over the world, different companies. But, yeah, they're saying a 4-day work week is the way to do it. They say if you exceed 40 hours a week, that is puts stress on you. You're working too much.
Mm-hmm.
You're not your productivity's down. It's just then the company suffers. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, man? We could pitch that. We
You want to do Monday to Thursday or Tuesday to Friday? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I don't know if it really matters because no matter what, you're gonna have that Monday feeling because. If we go Tuesday, that'll just be the new Monday feeling, you know?
Yeah.
When you come back from a long weekend, you're just like, oh, because it throws you off no matter what. So it doesn't matter to me.
But sometimes if you have the long weekend, you end up excited to come to work. So Tuesday would be a really good show.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
What if we just started doing it without telling anybody?
I like where you're going with this.
And then when they see, like, I don't know, a month or two, a year down the road even, they see, like, how well we're doing, and they ask, like, well, why are you guys doing so well? And then we'll spring it on them. We've been doing a 4-day work week this whole time. And then they'll look
We're
at us
fired.
and go, yeah, you're fired. That's not a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Carl likes working crazy hours. Says it keeps him out of trouble.
Yeah, I think with some people, I totally get that.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
I'm a little antsy about having the week off for Christmas next week because I'm not good with like that much free time.
Yeah, you have to,
Family's
you're
gonna be
you're
off.
kind of that type of person that needs to be busy all
I
the time,
do.
right? You need stuff to do.
I-
Buck was like that too.
I hate not
Yeah.
having things because I will in turn crash hard and just play video games and feel like a loser.
Mm-hmm.
I have to
Ever
be
thought about being on medication or something?
going.
Maybe going to the
No,
doctor?
never. I don't need it.
Okay, I mean, maybe you don't. I'm just, could be one of those things where.
I'm a grown up. Can't wait to play Spider-Man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel overworked at all?
No.
At times?
I mean,
No?
at times, yeah. Sometimes
Okay,
it gets
all
crazy,
right.
but
You don't have to jump on me like that.
Somebody says my workplace used to do this in January and February because it was our slow season. I actually liked it. The pay was cut, so it was a little tight, but I had more free time, and I did look forward to going back to work.
Okay. See, that would be the
Flip side.
if the company was like, okay, we're gonna approve the 4-day work week, but that means you're not gonna get paid for that day. Like it's gonna cut your salary down. Then no, thank you.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And then somebody else said, I work at a hospital. Could you imagine if we stopped working on Friday? Like, okay, everyone, it's Friday. Nobody get hurt or sick today. Yeah.
Well, that's where the schedule comes in, and you just got to change the schedule. It's not like everybody takes it off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
4-day work week.
So I don't know. I doubt it'll ever happen, but you never know. I like the 32 hours a week. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, everybody would get paid differently.
Yeah.
Be harder.
I know. Well, I wonder what if it was just 2 days a week, you know?
Wait, what?
Like if you just worked really hard, you know? If you get all your work done.
That'd be 2 20-hour days.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
You sleep 4 hours or 3 hours and you come, nope.
It's like a firefighter, right? Is that what they do? Do they do 2 or 3? Is it 2 days on?
I thought it was like 3 on.
3 on?
Yeah.
See, I like that. 3 days on, and then you're like off for 4 days?
Yeah. I would hate that. I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
You could have a whole other life.
Oh, gosh. I don't have time for a whole other life. I guess if I had time for a whole other life, I'd have time for a whole other life.
Exactly.
I have to rethink this.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And I think work in the medical field, it's kind of the same thing too.
Yeah.
But you're always on call.
Mhm.
But that's the worst part.
Somebody says I've worked 60 plus hours a week on average for the past 4 years. I think it's better to have a 3-day weekend once or twice a month rather than every weekend.
Man, 60
right.
plus. I guess I don't know why I didn't think about this because I got a part-time job. And so I'm probably
That's true.
I wouldn't say it's because I don't go out every weekend and do the Uber and Lyft thing. But when I do, I'm like on a Friday and Saturday night, I'll do an 8-hour shift.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm pushing, you know, an extra 16 hours for that week. So, and I can feel it for sure the next week. 60 plus hours, man, you got to slow down. I don't know, man. I don't get that.
Yeah.
But everybody's different, you know?
Yeah.
I guess if you don't have a family, even then, though, I guess it just depends. Yeah. Well, good for this Texas company. Giving every employee a $100,000 Christmas bonus. I think they're just showing off at this point.
Basically.
You know?
Basically. Houston, huh?
Yeah, Houston.
What's the name of that company?
It's a Houston-based energy company.
Oh, dude, I have so much energy. I always have energy. I could totally work at this place.
Hillcorp made Fortune magazine's. I don't know if that's the same company, though.
Dude, both of the government lab sites here do every other Fridays off.
Ooh.
So every other Friday?
Bill does that. Bill gets every other Friday off.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way, I'm really excited to see who he has on at 7 coming up here in just a little bit.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, Bill's poem, his Christmas poems. He said he's got a
been
surprise
stepping
guest.
it up. Surprise guest every day, he said.
He was checking his 3-way call because it wasn't working yesterday. So he was like, I think I'm good to go. I hope it works. I'm excited. Yesterday we had Jack Jeter performing a Christmas poem.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
They have a Hillcorp in New Mexico.
Do they really?
In Aztec.
Oh,
it's an oil and natural gas company.
Okay.
And they're hiring.
Are they?
Yeah.
All right. Send me that application, everybody. Do I sell oil? What do I do? Do I sell energy? Am I a sales guy?
I don't know. I'm trying to click
Give
on
me
the
the
link
deets
right
on that.
now.
Give me the deets on that.
Do you have a LinkedIn?
Yeah, I do actually. Can
Do
send
you?
it? I do. Yeah, it's got my resume and everything on there.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, send me that.
Yeah, there you go.
I would love to see what I got to do.
Are you a reservoir engineer?
Ooh, I could do that.
Do you have excellent verbal communication skills?
Oh my God, I'm a radio guy. Get out of here.
Can you translate complex information into an organized and presentable manner? Yeah.
You kidding me? Of course I can.
How about the public affairs coordinator?
Yes, I could do all
that's
of
in
these.
Mexico City. Never mind. Can you speak Spanish?
No.
No. Okay. No. That was Spanish, though. You just said no in Spanish.
No. No bueno. No bueno.
Yeah, none of these are really going to work out for
Ooh,
us.
Finance, accounting, intern?
Yeah, you're terrible with money.
I'm terrible with
yeah,
numbers.
You are.
I couldn't do
You
that.
are.
Well, there's a lot of jobs.
There's a lot of jobs there, guys. Do you think if you got the job this month, you could still qualify for the bonus? Like, bro, I started working in December. It's not Christmas yet. Can I get the Christmas bonus?
Yeah, exactly. That's good. All right. Good morning. Looking forward to Bill Peterson and his Christmas poem coming up for you next. Good morning. Starmy hanging out with us on YouTube. We're also over on Twitch. Star 88 FM. Download the app as well in the App Store. We're on demand. You can stream us live. Excuse me. Star 88 FM. All right. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 studios.
There's no time of year more fitting for New Mexican Foods red and green chili than Christmas time. La Salita wants to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas. For over 40 years, La Salita has been serving New Mexican food to Albuquerque, from pozole and tamales, chili rellenos, even the burrito de Eduardo, the BOG burrito, and carne adobada. La Salita is friendly to those who are vegan and gluten-free and offers catering and a rewards program on Wantabo or online at lasalita.com. Star 88 thanks La Salita for their support.
What we know of the Christmas story may be only part of the story. This week on A New Beginning, Pastor Greg Laurie helps us understand how the first Christmas was really an epic event in the spiritual realm. We'll uncover that and discuss its ramifications this week on A New Beginning with Pastor Greg Laurie.
Make an appointment with Greg Laurie weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM.
This is Groundwire with Sean Dunn.
The thief on one side was angry, bitter, and calloused.
The thief on the other side recognized his guilt and pleaded for mercy. Both were guilty, but only one was remorseful. As they hung on crosses on either side of Jesus, the one who'd come to pay the price for the sins of mankind, one hurled insults, the other looked to make peace. In response to the humble heart, Jesus spoke forgiveness. The Bible says that every one of us have sinned, but our response to our need is ours to choose. We can either approach Jesus with anger and contempt, convinced that we don't need a Savior, or we can ask for mercy and receive His kindness in return. If we choose to reach out to Him, not only will we receive the forgiveness of our sins and the promise of heaven, but we will experience the love, joy, peace, and hope that comes through Jesus Christ.
For more information or to talk to a live spiritual coach, log on to groundwire.net. Click on groundwire.net.
Music with more than a beat. Vertical worship, Christian hits, and fresh indie on Star 88. KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe. The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
If you're looking for the perfect gift for your child this Christmas, forget the new shiny bicycle or the hoverboard or even the latest PlayStation. This Christmas, get your toddler the big cardboard box. Christmas morning, the only thing they'll be interested in is the big cardboard box. Big cardboard box comes with holiday wrapping paper, tape, and ribbon.
So true, right? It's so true. You know, you have, what would you say, 4 and under? 3 and under? The cardboard box gift is the perfect gift for the 4-year-old and under. I don't know how much money I wasted over the years buying your child who's a year old, 2 or 3, even 4 years old, You buy him a sweet toy, and guess what he plays with? The box. The cardboard box. Don't waste your money, guys.
Yeah.
Just go behind Albertsons or Smith's. They put those boxes out there. Wrap that puppy up.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Carl literally just laughed at that because he says his daughter told me my grandson wants a cardboard box for Christmas.
That's beautiful.
No joke.
See? That is beautiful.
God bless you.
That's a smart kid right there.
Yeah.
You know? Gosh, man. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if, like, cardboard boxes were the gift of Christmas? Like, all the kids wanted the cardboard box. They wanted all different shapes and sizes. We don't have time to take phone calls this morning. We just don't have time to take phone calls this morning, guys. I'm really sorry.
I'm just really busy today.
So busy. So we're not going to be able to answer the phone today.
Hello.
Hello, I got a poem I wrote.
Oh, of
Who's
course.
this?
Who's this? Who do you think it is?
Just go along with the bit, all right?
Chris Kringle?
Hey.
Hey.
Don't. Hold on a second. I think I might have dropped my conference. No. They're still there.
Oh.
They're still there. No, come on. So, yeah, I got a poem I wrote. And I told you yesterday, guys, that we've got guest readers all week long.
You did? I don't remember you telling us that.
Yeah, and I would like to see if you guys can guess who this reader is before this person reads.
Oh,
Jake
gosh.
Peterson.
Yeah. Okay, so, well, yeah, because yesterday was my son.
Right?
We've had Kay. We've had
Mhm.
Teo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Jake Peterson.
I'd say a Peterson boy, not necessarily Jake Peterson.
Good call. That's a good call.
Why, do you think my boys would ever sign on for something like this?
Yeah, because Jake said he wanted to do one, so...
Oh, okay. Wow. Wait, spoiler alert, man. I wasn't at your guys' house last night. I don't know these things.
Enough.
Okay.
So without further ado, I would like my guest reader to go ahead and start reading the poem I wrote.
Santa baby, slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby. And hurry down the chimney tonight, Santa baby. A 54 convertible to convertible 2, light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight.
Beautiful!
Think of all the fun at this. Think of all the fun.
Mom! Mom! Mommy! Mommy!
Mommy!
Mama! Mama!
Wait, what
Mama!
I really want to know is, how does Bill have your mom?
Because he also good. Because my Christmas list. Santa baby.
She's just
I
going
want
for
a
it.
yacht, and really, that's a lot. Been an angel all year, Santa baby.
Santa baby.
The chimney tonight, Santa baby. One thing I really do need is deed to a platinum mine, Santa
Oh, my
baby.
gosh.
So hurry down the chimney
Beautiful.
tonight.
I love it.
I feel like talking with two blessed chicks. Sign your X on the line, Santa cutie.
Oh, my gosh. That is great. Mom, you're so great at that.
Okay, but really, Bill, how do you have Dex's mom's phone number? Is that why Dex is living with you? Like, what's really happening?
Wait,
Do we need to
what?
talk here? Do we need to talk?
Hey, I've got my ways, okay?
Okay, yeah.
I've got my connections.
Yeah, maybe like Facebook, right?
Oh, my God.
That's hilarious.
That wasn't...
I had no idea. This is a surprise for
Wow.
me. And, Mom, I love you.
That was a really good read, Santa baby.
Are you still there?
She's still there.
Okay. All right. Did Bill say you can't say anything else other than the poem? I mean, you're allowed to talk. Is he holding a gun to your head? I mean,
are you in danger?
I can't
Are you?
breathe.
ever done, but it's so funny.
Oh, man.
That's good.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
Good job. Good job. Yep.
Oh, man.
Beautiful.
I love you guys.
Yeah.
This is the best.
All right.
Well, there
Merry
it is.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Love you guys. Oh,
See you,
man.
Mom.
Bye.
Bye.
Gosh.
No, but really, how does Bill have your mom's phone number? That's
I don't
what
know. It's a great question.
Dude, you guys need to.
I have
you need
no
to talk.
idea.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's not
right.
about you, you
It's
big
not.
brat.
Just saying.
Gosh, man.
You know,
my mom is great.
Your dad sits in a recliner all day just complaining about the government and people taking his guns and you know,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
Bill and your mom just you
Yeah.
know
Bill and my
just
mom.
hanging out.
Yeah.
Santa baby, huh?
It's all about them. I got to get through this, and I don't care who I have to go through to do it. Well, that's
gosh.
not life.
Such great advice, Mom. That's so good. I can't wait to see you. Shout out to my mom, Montana. Employee of the month every month at Costco in Bozeman, Montana. That's right. Yeah. Great woman right there. Good job, Bill. Good
That was
job,
good.
man.
That was really good.
Stepping up. Man, I had no idea. No idea. I really thought it was going to be one of the Peterson boys.
Dude, the way she said Santa baby was hilarious.
Santa baby.
Mom.
It's good.
How?
Probably Facebook is what I think. I mean, that's how you get a hold of people, right?
Yeah. So, oh man, how did this start? How many years has Bill been doing this poem thing?
I want to say this is the second year, but has he been doing it for, is this the third year?
I feel like he's been doing it for a while.
Has he been doing it since
Yeah.
Teo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then this is the third year he's been doing it. The third Christmas.
That's crazy.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
People have come to love it. What's he going to do next year, though?
I don't
He's
know.
already.
He's stepping up his game.
It's only Tuesday.
You know, his bit's evolving, which is cool. You know, you have to get,
Yeah.
you got to get better and
Yeah.
better. So, I mean, then he's going hard in the paint.
He really is. I can't.
He's giving my mom a heart attack. That's what's so funny about my mom. When she starts laughing, she
Yeah,
just can't
dude,
stop.
that was the best. That's the
Mhm.
hardest I've ever heard her laugh.
Yep. And my mom doesn't laugh at anything, man. She's just never laughs. Actually, she laughs at everything. She thinks I'm the funniest person on earth. That's what I love about. That's what I love about mom. They'll just lie to you, which can be good and bad at times.
But it was a good lie.
Yeah, you know what? I shouldn't even say lie because
That wasn't a lie. It
I
was a
feel like-
surprise. Your mom surprised you. That's different.
Well,
than
even as a
lying.
parent, at times, you always kind of look at your kids, of course, differently than other people would look at your kids. So you always see what other people can't see,
Yeah.
and that's the beautiful thing about it. My mom has always been so encouraging, and but she's always been honest too. You know,
Yeah.
she's that type. She doesn't put up with crybabies. You know,
Yeah.
Not
Right.
about you, you
It's
big
not.
brat.
So true. All right. Well, we got to take a break. Welcome to the show, everybody. Hanging out on YouTube at Star 88 FM. We're live. You can watch the show.
Dude, coming up, we got to talk about this. Did you hear about Fortnite in a lot of trouble?
I didn't read about it. I saw the headline. I'd love to hear about it, though.
We got to talk about this because it's everybody's favorite video game on the planet. If you go to my Instagram at SteveOJeets, back in the day, Brody and I did a little video of me just calling out all these Fortnite dances and him crushing it. Fortnite's in a lot of trouble right now. Could this finally be the thing that shuts it down? Please.
Yeah, right.
Please.
Yeah, right. Maybe it'll be a Christmas miracle. Who knows? All right, hang out. We'll be right back.
Hey, do you believe God wants to engage you in a personal relationship? Or is that just wishful thinking? Not according to James McDonald. Listen up.
How many of us have been there? How many of us know people right now who are filling their life with things that it's going to lead to misery? It's going to crash and burn. We should have great compassion for the suffering they inflict upon themselves. We too have been there. Maybe some of you here are there now. You should turn from that which can never satisfy and find in Him, Jesus Christ, Him whom to know is life eternal, all that your heart has been looking for and longing for.
Listen Up is a production of Walk in the Word, a ministry that's all about igniting passion in the people of God through the proclamation of truth. For Bible study resources and more, go to jamesmcdonald.com.
A supernova on Star 88 with David Jeremiah.
Oswald Chambers said this. He said, listen, Jesus Christ was born into the world. He came into history from outside of history. He did not evolve out of history. Our Lord's birth was an advent. He did not come from the human race. He came into the human race from above. Jesus Christ is not just the best human being there ever was. He is a being who cannot be accounted for by the human race at all. He is God incarnate. Not man becoming God, but God coming into human flesh, coming into it from the outside. His life is the highest and the holiest, and it entered into humanity at the lowest door.
Turning Point with David Jeremiah. Don't miss it on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 11 a.m. on 107.1 FM.
Arise, for the light has come. Darkness bows down to the risen sun, the risen sun. Arise, raise your hands and see. Your kingdom come. Arise, for the battle's won. Our hearts bow down to the risen sun. The risen sun. Arise, raise your hands and see. To the one God, to the one God. You are the matchless King who tore down the gates of the enemy. Make way
kingdom come.
Vertical Church Band. Light, shine in. Star 88, 719.
High today of 54 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
But when I see everybody do the Carlton dance.
Actually, you can't without his explicit written
Well,
permission.
okay.
Explicit
permission.
Expressly written permissioned. I don't know the words.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, can't do that one. Can't do that
even
one
play
anymore.
I can't do the dance physically, or I can't play the YouTube video.
Not, I mean, maybe, but I don't want to do it on YouTube without Alfonso Ribeiro's permission.
Okay.
You know, you don't want to get sued. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to get sued.
It's such a great dance too.
It is such a great dance. So much so that Fortnite Battle Royale, probably the most popular game in existence right now because it made 318 million last month. Hold on, let me say that again. 318 million last month.
Last month?
Fortnite Battle Royale made 318 million in a single month. It's the most popular video game in existence. And people are already blowing up the YouTube channel talking about this because it was on the Today Show this morning, and everybody's kids are playing it, including mine, and I play it somewhat. I'm terrible at it, but
yeah, I'm terrible at it too.
one big question was like, what? Wait, why is there dancing in like a shooter video game? It's because like when you cap somebody in the face, dog, what else do you want to do over their dead body? You want to dance on it.
You want to dance.
I seriously have a video on my Instagram of little Brody Parker Jeter. And I'm like shouting out all these different Fortnite dances, and he knows all of them.
Oh, sure.
One of them being the Carlton. And yeah, it's called the Carlton.
So he has rights to it?
Basically. Alfonso Ribeiro, who, he played Carlton on the sitcom Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, officially filed a lawsuit against the companies behind Fortnite and the NBA 2K franchise. Because essentially, they lifted the dance. You know, the Carlton dance. He filed a lawsuit in federal court in California saying that they were unauthorized to use his signature dance in their smash hit / violent video game. And they have unfairly profited from his protected creative expression and likeness and celebrity without his consent or authorization. Because you have to buy these.
Yeah,
Like,
you have to buy them.
You have to buy the dances. So he's got a point. He created the dance in 1991. He first performed it on Fresh Prince, the episode Will's Christmas Show. And so 2 decades later, people still do the Carlton. They know it as the Carlton, a dance that he created. And basically, Epic Games and Fortnite are selling this dance as an in-game purchase under the name Fresh.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yep. Because you can't call it the Carlton because that's too obvious. So they called it the Fresh Dance.
Woo!
So they didn't even ask for his consent to use it. Like, they didn't even, nothing.
Alfonso gonna get paid.
So he's asking for a restraining order against Epic, barring them from using the dance, as well as unspecified damages. But as I said, they made $318 million last month. He also filed a similar lawsuit, by the way, against Take-Two Interactive, which is 2K Sports and 2K Gaming, making similar accusations because the NBA 2K line of games also does the Carlton dance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna get paid, man. That's what's gonna happen.
He's probably gonna get real paid.
Yeah.
Because you think about the fact that, like, especially the NBA 2K games, they had to pay the Players Association for the likenesses of the players. You can't just use the players. And some players have their own agencies and their protected likenesses, and you have to pay for all of these things. And the Carlton dance is his. He created it. It's copywritten, if you will. Like, this is his dance.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was trying to pull up to see if I could find it online, but my friend Tate Fletcher, he's a stunt guy, and he's in like every action movie under the sun. And Red Dead Redemption 2 came out.
Yeah.
And no joke, they used him from one of his movies. Like, they made, like, digitally, like, in the video game, him. So he, like, posted a screenshot of him in the movie.
Yeah.
And then the Red Dead Redemption character, it's identical. And he's like, wow, thanks for the heads up, Red Dead Redemption.
Wow.
And it's like, dude, you probably get paid for that, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I wonder if he's pursuing that. I don't know. I think he was more, like, flattered, but I don't know, man. I think you got to go after people like that. They can't just use you without, consent.
Now people are chiming in like, Destiny also used his dance as an emote. So
good call. They
wonder
did, right?
if they paid for that, because you're right.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's interesting though. Somebody says Epic has been through this before and won. This is like the third or fourth time this has happened, and it's not any different.
I wonder if they just pay people off.
The difference, I think, before was it was like hip hop artists who were like, yo, we coined that dance in like the 80s or the 90s. That was like our thing. And
Right.
Epic's like, no, you didn't. But the difference is Carlton or Alfonso Ribeiro actually created this and performed it on a television episode. It's patented as the Carlton dance.
So it is patented,
It's
right?
his. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think if that's the case, if it's patented or
Yeah.
trademarked or whatever, then it's his.
Isn't that weird? Like his intellectual property? Yeah.
Well, it's like
it's protected creative expression and likeness and celebrity.
It's like Bruce Buffer. He sues
Right.
people all the time for let's get ready to. I can't say it.
Yeah,
I'll
you
get
can't.
sued.
You can't.
But yeah, he makes millions of dollars a year off of suing people
for saying that
because he owns that phrase.
Yeah.
You can't say it, and he gets paid.
Yeah.
That's how you get paid, man. We should just go around and trademark every phrase we can think of.
What would our coined what did we trademark? Can I trademark what?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
We start trademarking every word.
Just every word.
Every
we
common
say.
word.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
they
sorry,
use
guys.
that.
They use the. They use the. You know.
Actually, this isn't the first time this has happened. Even with just likeness. Remember Ellen Page, who played Shadowcat in the X-Men movies? She was Juno. She sued The Last of Us.
She went?
I don't know, because Ellie looks exactly like her. I would agree with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Carlton, good job, man.
Mm-hmm. I guess. Good job.
Well, I mean, I think it's a good job if he patented that dance. I mean, that's because it's such an epic dance. It really is. Yeah. Can you do the Carlton? Show me the Carlton.
I can't.
Come on, man. Let me
Well,
see.
I don't
you
want to
do
get
it.
sued.
Let me
That
see you
must
do
be it.
Yeah, we're on Facebook Live. We totally get sued, huh?
Yeah, we really would totally get sued.
Or we're on YouTube Live. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Facebook. Yeah.
Lawsuit. This is crazy.
Yeah. Well, you got to be careful, man.
Yeah.
You really do. Coming up, I think we have two different stories, but we both have stories about artificial intelligence and Christmas
Oh man.
songs.
Here's this Christmas songs?
Well, yeah, mine is
oh man.
these they had some robots do Christmas instrumentals. And then did you find some AIs come up with
Someone
lyrics?
made a bot watch 1,000 hours of Hallmark movies.
Okay.
Like, here you go. We're feeding you Hallmark Christmas movies. Oh, we have an interview coming
Yeah,
up,
we have
speaking of.
Alexa Penavega.
I just thought of that because this Hallmark Christmas
Yeah.
movie. I wonder if we could get her to do this script with us.
Right? Yeah, she's in.
If I forward it off to Carl, do you think?
Let's see. She's in a Hallmark movie called Christmas Made to Order.
Okay.
And she was the girl in the Spy Kids series back in the day, back in the 90s. She's all grown up now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
She's a woman now. So she's gonna be on the show at 8 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically this robot watched 1,000 hours of Hallmark Christmas movies, and then the creator asked it to write a Hallmark Christmas movie of its own.
That's awesome.
I have the first page of the script.
I like it. I can't wait to hear about it. Yeah. All right, we'll do that when we come back. Hang out with us. We're on YouTube Live at Star 88 FM. Good morning, everybody. What's happening, Thebes? Paul, Jared, Kim, Ader, Rosalind, Diane.
The girl from Spy Kids is going to be on.
Yeah, dude.
As an adult.
As an adult?
She's got a kid.
Wow, she's got a kid now? She's that old? Man, that's crazy. All right, we got to take a break. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We'll be right back.
Ravi Zacharias says our culture is morally suicidal. Here's Ravi on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
I remember when 9/11 broke in New York. I was in Asia speaking, and my son Nathan phoned me and he said, "Dad, I want you home. Please come home right now." He was a university student, and he said, "And I'm driving home." He was in Indiana, I had to drive back. He said, "I really need to be with you." And I thought to myself, you know what? An 18, 19-year-old boy, all on his own there, said, "I want you home. I need to be with you." Think of a world with no Heavenly Father, with no design, no purpose, nobody to fall on your face before Him and come to Him in your deepest and most longing needs. I know for many of you, maybe you might say, "Ravi, but that's my lot in life actually right now. I don't have a dad or whatever reason it is." I can assure you, you will find your only best hope in knowing your Heavenly Father.
A Star 88 PowerPoint.
Reckless love, too wild to understand. Breathing the world to life in your romance. So here I am. Your love has got me up in arms again. And this whole moment my joy is boundless. My soul knows its worth. In arms stretching wider than my heart could ever fall. You own the skies and still you want my heart. Casting it through the side to lift me up. So here I am. Your love has got me up in arms again. And this whole moment my joy is boundless.
Hillsong United, Up in Arms. Star 88. 7:35.
High today at 54 degrees.
What's going on in the news today?
We're just days away from a possible partial government shutdown.
And negotiations seem to be going nowhere fast.
Newly unsealed court documents show the extent to which Michael Flynn was working on behalf of Turkish clients, including a $600,000 payday.
A school bus crash in North Carolina sent more than a dozen students and their bus driver to the hospital.
The woman who was arrested for trying to climb the Statue of Liberty was found guilty.
She's facing up to 18 months in prison.
A new study finds the percentage of high school seniors who say they vaped in the past 30 days nearly doubled.
The most sweeping analysis yet of Russia's meddling on social media prepared for the Senate Intelligence Committee, concluding that Russia used every major social media platform to help Donald Trump win.
Massive waves hitting the California coast. Surf as high as 50 feet.
Rip currents and dangerous conditions. People are being warned to stay away.
Here's a pro tip. Don't be that guy.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Coming up at 8, Alexa Penavega. You know, she was in Spy Kids. Now she's all grown up and she's doing a Hallmark film called Christmas Made to Order. You want a little taste of this? You want to hear this?
December 23rd at 8.
No. I am a holiday decorator.
That's the thing?
Alexa Penavega and Jonathan Bennett turn up the holiday charm.
You could host Christmas this year.
Oh, no.
I want to hire you in an all-new original movie premiere.
This looks awesome!
Okay.
Count me in! Hallmark. They deliver the Christmas every season, man.
I mean,
they do.
Yeah.
They really do. I mean, Netflix has its own like Hallmark category.
Yeah.
So people love them. The ladies love them.
This is true.
So we're going to talk to Alexa Penavega at 8.
I was really hoping to get her this script. Still trying.
Yeah. Well, that's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, so artificial intelligence, guys. We know someday it's going to take us out.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty much the Antichrist, right? Is an artificial...
It's a robot.
It's probably a robot.
It's the Terminator. Mm-hmm. Serial number 666.
Exactly.
Don't ever let that one go on the production line.
Yeah, exactly. This was kind of cool, but yours is a lot better. But let me do my story first about this AI that just created 5 Christmas songs. Now the names of the songs are kind of cool, I guess. A company called Made by AI just had artificial intelligence create 5 new instrumental Christmas songs by feeding it 100 of the most popular Christmas songs so it could learn the melodies, themes, instrumentation, and even names. Okay? Here is the first AI Christmas song called Syllabub Chocolate Bells. I like that. You know, I like that. Okay?
That's it. They're all instrumental.
It's a robot, bro.
Yes.
Okay?
So?
Here's Christmas song number 2.
You ever heard of auto-tune? Post Malone knows.
This is called Cinnamon Holly Bells. Okay, we're getting worse here.
These are pretty basic.
Let me give you one more, okay?
Come on, robot. Step up your game, yo.
This AI created this Christmas song, Coco Jolly Fluff. Oh, plagiarism.
Yeah. It sounds like Carol of the Bells.
Right? Wow.
Plagiarism, yo. This isn't even original.
Coco Jolly Fluff, guys.
Forget robots taking over the world. Never mind. They're not going to take over the world. This one can't even take over my playlist.
All right, so there
Never
you go.
mind.
That was a company that. So this is a different company that did the Christmas movies.
This is a dude.
Oh, this is a dude.
Yeah. This is a human named Keaton.
Okay.
Who forced a bot to watch over 1,000 hours of Hallmark Christmas movies.
Whoa. He forced a bot? Like,
they're not human. It's okay.
Okay.
We can. They're still our slaves. Work for me, iPhone. So he forced his bot to watch over 1,000 hours of Hallmark Christmas movies. Just had it on rotation, repeating to this bot, and then asked the bot to write a Hallmark Christmas movie of its own.
Beautiful. I love this.
Based upon the 1,000 hours of Hallmark Christmas movie viewing.
Wow. There's so many Hallmark Christmas movies.
Yeah. Like, let's be honest. If you've seen a Hallmark Christmas movie, chances are you knew the ending 10 minutes into the movie. And by the end of it, you're like, did I write this movie?
Nah.
Did Brody write this movie?
So you're saying they're very predictable.
Yeah. So this Twitter user, Keaton Patty, posted this bot watch over 1,000 hours of Hallmark Christmas movies and then write its own Christmas movie. I have the first page of the script.
All right.
Would you like to?
I feel like I should play the AI Christmas instrumental in the background.
But
when
I need another actor. Will you play
you
the
want
role
me to,
of?
You want me to play the role?
I kind of need you to play the role of single mother.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I mean, I wanted Alexa to do it,
All
but
right.
she's in Hawaii right now for Christmas, so.
Okay. All right.
Do you want me to be narrator as well?
Sure.
Okay. Interior, small town snow globe refillery. By the way, the movie's called The Christmas on Christmas.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. We see a single mother refilling snow globes with Christmas juice. She is widow. Her husband died in every war.
I refill globes better than Jesus Claus. Yet still my twins are dad-free. Why? They need double dad.
Why do you sound like that?
Single mother.
You sound like Marge Simpson.
So what? Just stick to the script.
Businessman enters the shop. He wears clothes that cost money. His hands are briefcases, and he's Hallmark hot.
Hi! Do your snow globes lack wet? Hurry! Christmas attacks soon!
Businessman has flashback to when he was a business boy. A Christmas tree explodes his family on purpose. He now hates trees and Christmas and explosions. He exits the flashback.
Shut your sound! I am your huge city! I bought your land and I'm turning it into an oil resort!
Rude behavior! This is a family business! I sell families! I sell families?
Yeah, that's the one.
I am widow! My husband is now Bones!
Single mother points to her husband's bones in the corner of the room. They are all gift wrapped in eggnog.
All of my wives are Bones? That is America! But I must make money for my twins to live. They are a prince!
I too...
Why is it changing?
I too own twins! Please, don't have bought my land. Christmas is today.
Laugh! I bought Christmas and now it is never, unless we go on dates.
I cannot date because of a snow curse. I pray Santa helps me.
But Santa cannot help. She did not know, but Santa was her husband. Santa is Bones. Bones help nobody.
Oh my gosh.
And scene. All
And
right.
scene.
Woo!
Nailed
it.
And so a robot wrote that movie script?
Robot watched 1,000 hours of Hallmark movies.
Oh my gosh.
And wrote the script.
Yeah, I don't think it could fly in 2018.
The Christmas on Christmas.
I don't know if that script could fly in 2018.
I mean, it can because it's made by a robot. My favorite is the opening statement, like, she is widow. Her husband died in every war.
In every war. Wait, go back up for a second.
Oh, man.
I love let's see. I sell families. This is a family business. I sell families. I am widow. My husband is now Bones.
Single mother points to her husband's bones
gosh.
in the corner of the room. I'm like, what? They're all gift wrapped in eggnog. Yep. I love that a Christmas tree exploded the guy's family on purpose.
Oh.
So now he hates trees and Christmas and explosions.
Wow.
Yeah. It's the greatest Christmas movie I've ever seen in my entire life. It's called The Christmas on Christmas.
You know, I think Hallmark should probably make
Sue.
it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, Sue? So is that the only one that they made? Is that the only
Well,
movie
there's
script?
a whole script. So
Oh, there's more to it?
That was just the first page.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Kind of want to see what happens.
I mean,
she's a single widow. You got this dad.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, she can't date him because of the snow curse. And she's praying to Santa to help her. But unfortunately, what she doesn't realize is that Santa was her husband and he's now Bones. And Bones helped nobody.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the businessman is saying, hey, we could go out on dates.
yeah. Yeah.
Kind of want to see if that happens or not. See, I'm hooked. Hallmark movies hook you. It's like a soap opera. You tune in for 5 minutes, you're toast.
Oh, my gosh. Somebody says call Jordy right now. Please
Call
make this
Jordy.
movie.
Jordy's like listening,
Gotta
going, I think this is it. This is how I make it.
Somebody said I am dying. What just happened?
We're done with the sauna. We're moving on to this.
Best Hallmark movie ever, the entire script. LMAO. This is the greatest Christmas movie ever. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard and makes no sense.
It makes no sense at all. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I want you to pull. Is there more script? Can you pull up more script?
I'll look.
I kind of want to do more script.
Well, duh.
I want to hear more of it. I'm hooked.
Let's see.
How old is this kid?
Oh, I got another one.
You got another one?
Yeah.
Pull it up.
Here is so that was the first scene, and then it even wrote the Olive Garden commercial that would go in the first break.
Oh my gosh.
Are we ready?
Ready.
All right. This is the commercial at the first break. This guy's a genius.
Right?
All right. Ready? Interior Olive Garden. A group of friends laughs at a dinner table. A waitress comes to deliver what could be considered food.
Pasta nachos for you?
We see the pasta nachos. They're warm and defeated.
Oh, the menu's here.
Lasagna wings with extra Italy.
Is that your line?
We see.
Hold it together, man.
We see the lasagna wings. There's more Italy than necessary.
I shall eat Italian citizens.
Unlimited stick.
We
What?
see.
Limited stick.
I think it meant breadsticks.
Unlimited stick.
It's like
Unlimited stick.
We see the unlimited stick. It is infinite. It is all.
Leave without me. I'm home.
Gluten classico from the kitchen.
We see the gluten classico. We believe the waitress that it is from the kitchen. We have no reason not to believe. Friend 4 says nothing.
What is wrong, friend 4?
Friend 4 says nothing.
Friend 4, what is wrong? Friend 4?
Friend 4 smiles wide. Her mouth is full of secret soup. Olive Garden. When you're here, you're here.
It's nice. It's good. Olive Garden. When you're here, you're here. Unbelievable.
Keaton Patty is this person's name. They've written for The New Yorker, The Onion, Comedy Central, Funny or Die, Clearly Hilarious, and Friend of Robots.
Yeah, I feel like he's got to
Friend
get some actors and make that movie.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice little Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Dude.
Yeah.
There's like so many like commercials that they had the bot do, and they're amazing.
Oh my gosh.
If you're just joining us, a really funny dude named Keaton forced a robot to watch 1,000 hours of Hallmark Christmas movies and then asked the robot to write a Christmas movie. And the script is...
It's pretty fun.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming up here at 8, we're going to talk to Hallmark movie star Alexa Pinavega. She was in Spy Kids. She was the young girl in the Spy Kids series. Now she's all grown up doing some Christmas movies on the Hallmark Channel, and she's got a movie called Christmas Made to Order. Pretty excited about it.
It's just kind of what brings us all together.
Christmas Made to Order premieres Sunday, December 23rd at 8. Part of Countdown to Christmas on Hallmark Channel.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm in. Looks like it's going to be good.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know if it's as good as... The Christmas on Christmas.
Gosh, man.
But
There's a lot of drama in there.
There's a lot of drama.
A lot of drama. You know, I'm still confused over the stick. If she meant bread stick or bread sticks. She's very confusing as a waitress.
I found another commercial that the bot did that's just two people. Do you want to do the back and forth? Like I'll be the diner and you be the waiter?
Sure.
All right.
Let's do it.
Because, you know, normally when we have to take a break, it's about a minute. So we'll...
Beautiful.
One more?
Let's do it.
You start. You're the waiter.
Where am I here? For specials, we have Chilean sea bass, a French dip sandwich with fresh au jus, and we also have a grenade.
Tell me more about this grenade.
It's a grenade.
How much is the grenade?
It's the price of a grenade.
Well, I'm sold.
Scene. Man, can you imagine watching that? It's short to the point.
I mean,
not complicated at all.
I just bought 3 grenades.
You bought 3 grenades. You know, it's a grenade.
Yeah. I'm worried about this robot that's like adding human bones.
Yeah, and grenades.
Grenades and...
Yeah, that's weird. Jordy, if you're listening, that's your script right there. That's your next short film.
Somebody says, guys, this actually is the robot that takes over the world because I almost died laughing just now. Yeah. Somebody else said that was everything I didn't know I needed to hear this morning. Somebody else said they need to make this bot watch all the Marvel movies and then do the same thing. Dude.
What if this robot specifically picked out the right order of words and phrases to say, and it brainwashed us? No?
Yeah.
You can have that one too, Jordy. That's a great script right there.
Yeah.
Robot takes over, brainwashes, 2 radio DJs. We start repeating the phrases that the robot wants us to say so we can brainwash the world.
Yeah.
It's a great script. Sell it. Hallmark. Get me Hallmark on the phone. The topic is, what is your favorite Hallmark movie? If you'd like to chime in, what is it? We'd like to know.
Yeah.
There's a ton of them out there. Netflix, I think, has their own category. How about you, Steve-O? What's your favorite Hallmark movie?
Favorite Hallmark movie? Gremlins.
Yeah, you were supposed to say Christmas on Christmas.
The Christmas on Christmas.
Yeah, that's their favorite.
Yeah.
That's your favorite.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take just a quick break because when we come back, we're going to talk to Alexa Pinavega from this Hallmark movie, Christmas Made to Order. Premieres December 23rd. We'll be right back. Hang on.
Of a white Christmas.
Supakeet is 10 years old. Like hundreds of thousands of children like him, his family is part of a minority group that is oppressed in his home country of Myanmar. That's why they fled their country to become refugees in Thailand. His life is a life of hardship and danger. The refugee camps are full of abuse and exploitation. And if his parents can even find work, they only earn enough to barely survive. Compassion has opened 13 child development centers through local churches along the Thai-Myanmar border. These centers are an oasis of hope, where children and their families are given the basic necessities like food and shelter, legal help, and the education and training they need to be released from their poverty. Join Star 88 in Compassion and sponsor a child in Thailand on the border with Myanmar now. Just call 855-293-2323 or click on the Compassion banner at star88.fm.
Whether at home or in the workplace, we're all leaders. Become a better leader in this leadership moment with Craig Rochelle.
What is an artificial restraint? If you have a lot of anything, let's say you have a lot of time, or for some reason you have a lot of excess capital, you've got a lot of manpower, what I would ask you to do is consider enforcing artificial restraints. They're restraints that are artificial, they're not real. In other words, if you have 6 months to get a project done, you might create an artificial deadline and say, what if we only had 6 weeks? Not 6 months, but 6 weeks. Guess what that'll do? That'll drive innovative thinking. Let's say you've got $25,000 budgeted for some project. What if you said, hey, what can we get done for $2,500? Suddenly, the artificial restraint is going to force you to think creatively. Artificial restraints or any types of restraints can drive innovation. Why? Because limited resources are breeding ground. A limited resource is a breeding ground for innovation.
That was Craig Rochelle on a Star 88 Leadership Moment. Hear more at life.church/leadership podcast.
As I walk this great unknown, questions come and questions go. Was there purpose for the pain? Did I cry these tears in vain? I don't want to live in fear. I want to trust that you are near. Trust your grace can be seen in both triumph and tragedy. I have this hope in the depth of my soul. In the flood or the fire, you're with me and you won't let go. But sometimes my faith feels thin, like the night will never end. Will you catch every tear, or will you just leave me here? I have this hope in the depth of my soul. In the flood or the fire, you're with me and you won't let go. Yes, I have this hope in the depth of my soul. In the flood or the fire, you're with me and you won't let go. So whatever happens, I will not be afraid. 'Cause you are closer than this breath that I take. Yeah, you calm the storm when I hear you call my name. Oh, I still believe that one day I'll see your face. I have this hope in the depth of my soul. In the flood or the fire, you are with me. I have this hope in the depth of my soul. In the flood or the fire, you're with me and you won't let go. In the flood or the fire, you are with me and you won't let go. In the flood or the fire, you are with me and you won't let go.
10th Avenue North, I have this hope. It is Star 88. It's 8 a.m.
Did you forget the formula there, buddy?
Did I? What'd I do?
Well, you said it's Star 88. And then you remembered you had to say the time.
No, I didn't.
And then I have to say.
Are you okay?
The high today
Wait,
is
what?
54 degrees.
Okay.
This is Star 88 at 88.3 FM, KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and online at star88.fm. It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
That's us, guys. That's us. Good morning. Waiting patiently for our interview with Alexa Pinavega. She was in all of the Spy Kids movies. You know, back in like the early 2000s, she was the young girl in Spy Kids. And then later on, Antonio Banderas, you know, like she was in the later ones where she had kids in Spy Kids.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen the Spy Kids.
Yeah, my kids actually watched them back in the day.
So did mine.
They loved Spy Kids and Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
I remember Shark Boy and Lava
Right?
Girl.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I kind of remember I remember Spy Kids. I just don't remember the movies.
Have you ever played that for Brody?
What?
Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Yeah, he's seen it.
Gosh,
You realize that Shark Boy is Taylor Lautner.
Yeah, from Twilight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So weird. Oh.
Yep. Good morning. Is this Alexa? Oh, no, you're not still.
No, I'm going to connect you with Alexa now.
You
Stand
know
by.
what, Carl? You text us and then, you know.
Not what I said. By the way, Merry Christmas. and Happy
Merry
New Year.
Christmas! I didn't know we were
buddy.
allowed to say that because
I mean-
you texted us saying, you know, you were just
Well,
going to put it right through.
You're Christians, right? Unless you want me to say Happy Hanukkah, which I can do.
Well, yeah, you
Right?
can say that if you
I think
want.
I got that one right. It's not
Okay.
accuracy. It's not about political correctness, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All
Amazing.
right. Here we go.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Of course, I say good morning, but you're like off on a beach somewhere, and it's. I mean, is it even morning there?
You know what? It's not, but the roosters keep coming up to the window and like crowing a little bit.
Ooh.
I think their clock is off because they see our lights on. So
Where are you?
I think I've confused the roosters.
Yeah.
I live on Maui.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very cool.
Wait. So there are really roosters running around like in Moana where like they really are pets
Everywhere.
and okay.
Literally, yes. They are literally everywhere. It's awesome.
Nice.
It's really awesome.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah.
I've filmed in Albuquerque before.
Did you?
I'm sure you did.
Been out there. I did. It was a great experience too. Y'all are great.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We have beautiful weather, even though it's really cold here, and you're in Maui, so never mind. What else do we have?
Beautiful sunsets.
Beautiful sunsets.
Yeah.
We do have that.
Beautiful sandias. The people
Listen,
here are a little weird,
We
but
really did enjoy it. We had a good time when we were out there. So
Good.
so y'all did it right.
you didn't get your car stolen
Good.
or anything?
Yeah, no car stolen. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Listen, no car stolen. We were safe. The movie was fun. It was a success.
Good,
All in
good.
all, I would say that the trip went well.
Wow, that's kind of unheard of.
I'll accept it.
Seriously.
I will accept
All right,
it.
good.
It's because she loves Jesus.
It
so,
went well.
yes, that's
We survived.
I love it.
Exactly.
All right.
Gosh, Alexa, we're so excited to have you on the show because Dex and I are both believers in Jesus, and it's a Christian format, and we're like, dude, we got to get Alexa on because this girl loves her some Jesus.
Yeah.
And it's a Christmas movie.
That makes me
And so-
happy. Yeah, I mean, it's a good combo. It's a real good combo.
Yeah, dude. So I wanted to ask, like, right away. Go ahead. You go. You go.
No, you go. I mean, I was just gonna say Hallmark and Jesus. What more do you need? Like,
Right,
we're
exactly.
good.
So that's it, because I'm going, you got a new Christmas movie. We love talking about Christmas. And so for you as a Christian, what does Christmas mean to you, like this time of year?
Well, I feel like as a whole, the holiday season, what people have really turned it into is just it feels good. It's a time to give and to love on people. But as believers, this is a time where we get to really extend grace and joy and love and reach out to people, and because it can also be a really hard season for some people.
Yeah, that's
as
true.
beautiful and fun as it is, it's really turned into presents and the pressure of making it amazing for your family, and not everybody has that luxury. So it really is a time that we get to extend a helping hand and just show what community really is about and what fellowship is about. And I think that is awesome because that was Jesus' whole walk. His walk was just showing people love and grace and extending his hand. And if we can do even like just a pinch of what he did, then we're on our way. We're doing it right.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, you've been in quite a few of these Hallmark movies, and your latest one is Christmas Made to Order. And we watched a little teaser trailer.
We watched the teaser.
And
you spilled fake snow all over that dude.
What I love
All
about
over.
Hallmark movies is they hook you right away. You spilled the snow, and I'm like, I'm in.
He's in.
They don't mess around. They go right to it.
Yeah, man. I love it.
You know, Hallmark they're the greatest company you could ever work for because their values, their morals, they really are who they say they are. The people that I get to work with, the people who run that company really care about everybody at the office, everybody on set. And, you know, a lot of times you see with networks, they don't recycle cast. Once you do a project for them, they like to keep everything new and fresh. So you won't see a lot of the same actors or actresses for, 3 to 5 years, just because that's the norm. Hallmark is the opposite. They're like, we believe in family. We believe in taking care of our people. And if you align with our values, with who we are, and you're fun and easy to work with, of course we're going to keep you around. We want to make sure that you're employed. We want to make sure that your family is taken care of. I mean, they truly have just such an incredible work ethic behind everything that they do.
Man,
incredible. So is that something you have like a contract with Hallmark? So if Netflix called, you couldn't go to them? Or...
No, you know what? We don't. But I will say that it is one of those things where you just love them so much and everything that they stand for, and they've kept us so busy that you don't have to go anywhere else. And I mean, they know the nature of the business. People have to put food on the table. This is our job. So they're not going to force anybody and say, hey, you can't go take a job because, that's food on the table. However, they really do take care of their people to where, I mean, you don't even want to go anywhere else.
Man.
That's awesome. I think that's great.
Right? Okay, so we have a text in line. Rare. We have a text in line where everybody's like chiming in, and we had one person in particular say, will you please ask her if she can state her full name from Spy Kids?
I can. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
My name in Spy Kids was Carmen Elizabeth Juanita Ecosca Brava Cortez.
Wow.
Whoa.
Very long
Nice.
name. Very, very long name. Yep. Still got it.
Still got it. Are you like wanting to keep doing it? You're like, dude, let's do Spy Kids 7, and my kids are spies, and then their kids are going to be spies, and I'm going to be like Grandma Spy.
You know what I want to know is why when I say my name, like, magic doors don't fly open here and like spy gadgets don't pop out. Like that's just the disappointing part because I thought that you saying that name is like something cool is supposed to happen.
Is it when? So it's crazy because my kids, they watched Spy Kids, back when it first started, and so I saw you as this young girl, and then we got the interview opportunity, and I saw you as this adult woman. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's all grown up.
She's
it's
an
crazy.
Adult.
Isn't
And
it weird?
Yes, dude.
Do you
it's
still
very
get
weird.
recognized for Spy Kids? Is that something that, or now that you're...
heck yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies. It's actually really withstood the test of time, which is shocking because, it's older. And when you see what kids can watch nowadays, it doesn't look as good as I think we thought it did back then. But that's all we had.
Right.
Yeah. But it holds up, and I think the reason why it holds up is the film actually had values. It was teaching the importance of family and what family means, and it doesn't just mean blood. It just means working together and making your own family. And then also you had these kids who were so empowered. They were awesome. They were doing cool things that you normally never get to see kids do, and I think that's so exciting for a young kid growing up to know, like, oh my gosh. I can be that. I can totally do that.
That's cool.
It was just really, I think, inspiring. And I think that's why it continues to hold up.
No,
a Alexa,
cool.
thank you so much. I wish we had more time. You're welcome in Albuquerque anytime you want.
You guys are awesome.
Dude,
thank you.
Yeah, so if you ever make it back to Albuquerque, come hang out with us in studio. We'll have a good time, I promise.
I will. 100%.
So,
And we'll have more time to chat.
yeah.
Get some of that Netflix money, all right?
What? I mean, they're
Alexa?
here now.
Yeah,
They're here.
They're in
So,
Albuquerque.
I mean,
so.
there you go.
Oh, I know. I
Hallmark.
get
There
it.
you go. Hallmark, bro. There you go. All right. God bless you. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
Alexa.
All right.
We'll see you.
Later.
God bless you. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
What a sweetheart. Alexa Penavega from Spy Kids and a new Hallmark movie. A bunch of them. She's been in a ton. How many
She's
did you say?
This was her sixth.
Sixth Hallmark
But not just
movie.
Hallmark. Like, I'm looking at her. She was in Twister, bro.
She's been in a ton
She
of
was
stuff.
young
guys.
Helen Hunt in Twister.
Yep. She's
She's
been in a lot of
film
stuff.
since forever.
Nashville.
And somehow still has a good head on her shoulders.
Yeah, right?
Like,
She
haven't heard
loves
any cool scandals
She
or
loves
anything.
her
Like,
some Hallmark, man.
She does, which is awesome.
That's so great.
Down with that.
That's
bro.
really cool.
Down with that.
Yeah, she's been doing this thing for a long time, so good for her. Yeah, it's usually when get the kids that grow up in Hollywood. Ugh, that's usually
right?
doesn't turn out
She's
too
great.
well. So she must have a good family surrounding her.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. If you're looking for a
I
good
just
Hallmark
realized
movie,
it's like
check it out.
4 a.m. there because Curmudgeon reminded us it's Hawaii, which is back. So
Yeah.
it's like she
Right?
did that interview.
That's awesome. Good for her.
Wow.
Good for her. All right, let's take just a quick break, guys. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang out.
A Star 88 Supernova with Greg Laurie.
I was in a restaurant not too long ago, and a very fine-looking family sat down, bunch of sons and daughters, and they had a big table, and their meal came, and they all bowed their heads and prayed. I love that. And so that was a fantastic testimony. But sometimes, Christians get weird about this in public places. They'll pray really long prayers or really loud prayers. Lord, we call upon your name now. People are looking, what's going on? Here's a little rule of thumb to keep in mind. Your prayers in public should be short, and your prayers in private should be long. That's how it is in the Bible. In private, pray long. But in public, pray short. Here's your objective when the food comes. Give thanks for the food. Ask God to bless the food. Eat the food.
Catch Greg Laurie's teaching show, A New Beginning, on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on 107.1 FM.
This is Groundwire with Sean Dunn. The thief on one side was angry, bitter, and calloused. The thief on the other side recognized his guilt and pleaded for mercy. Both were guilty, but only one was remorseful. As they hung on crosses on either side of Jesus, the one who'd come to pay the price for the sins of mankind, one hurled insults, the other looked to make peace. In response to the humble heart, Jesus spoke forgiveness. The Bible says that every one of us have sinned, but our response to our need is ours to choose. We can either approach Jesus with anger and contempt, convinced that we don't need a Savior, or we can ask for mercy and receive His kindness in return. If we choose to reach out to Him, not only will we receive the forgiveness of our sins and the promise of heaven, but we will experience the love, joy, peace, and hope that comes through Jesus Christ.
For more information or to talk to a live spiritual coach, log on to groundwire.net. Click on groundwire.net.
Sing to me, baby, in your native tongue. Sing the words of the wise and the young. Show me the place where your words come from. Love's the language, love's your native tongue. Feel your heartbeat, bang the drum. Open up your eyes and fill your lungs. The same word from where the stars are flung. Love's the language, love's your native tongue. My heart is a beating drum. My head in oblivion. My soul such a long way from my lips, my lungs, my native tongue. My friend, where did we go wrong? My Lord, we forgot our sound. My soul such a long way from my lips, my lungs, my native tongue. Sing it to me, whisper into my ear. Accusers' voices start to disappear. In the wind, in the tongues of the flame.
Switchfoot Native Tongue on Star 88. It's 8:17.
High today of 54 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
Hello. What's up, everybody?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to you and to you. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. On YouTube Live at Star 88 FM. And shout out to everybody listening through the app. Thank you so much for downloading Star 88 app. Star 88 app. I was trying to mix that and that doesn't work. Star 88 app. The App Store.
Yeah.
It's free. Get us on demand. We're on iTunes too. SoundCloud. We're everywhere, guys. Just Google us, okay? Hit the Google. Morning Invasion. You'll find us. All the different formats. Tam won't be in today.
Oh.
Yep.
Cool, bro.
I mean, I
Really?
think.
Okay.
She texted me.
Oh, right, because it's the Christmas thing today
No.
that we're missing.
No.
Yep. No, that's real.
Well, I know that, but
Yeah, we're missing. We're missing.
she
out
sent
on
me an
Christmas.
update on, I think we need to pray for Tam's grandpa.
Oh.
Because I don't know if I don't want to share
Why are
anything,
you
but
just saying stuff
but
if
she-
you don't even know?
well, she sent an update, but I don't know. I never got the first part of the update, so I think she might have been sending it to me to say like, "Oh, we're not here because we're dealing with Grandpa," and yeah. So if you could pray for Tam's Gramps, which I think it could be Tones' Gramps, it could be just somebody they call Gramps. I don't know.
Okay.
But prayers to Tam and her family. I don't think but she didn't say she wouldn't be here. I'm just assuming.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very confusing. Yeah. I found 9 common myths Christians believe at Christmas. You know, we kind of did this yesterday. You mentioned a big one yesterday. How Jesus wasn't born on December 25th.
Yeah.
It's a myth that a lot of us Christians actually believe. I mean, I believe that. I just kind of assumed growing up that was Jesus' birthday. Like he was born in the wintertime, right? Yeah. Bible says so.
Wrong.
Yeah, never really.
So you said, what, spring in April, they said?
I mean, I didn't necessarily.
I think you did.
But it's been stated that it was probably March or April, biblically, because the shepherds were in fields watching their sheep. And if that's true, then chances are it wasn't December because it's kind of cold.
Because it's kind of cold. It says the Bible doesn't tell us an exact date.
Right.
So how did Christmas land on December 25th? Well, some historians believe that it was a Christian reaction to a Roman pagan holiday, while
Right.
others believe the date is a response to the traditional date of Jesus' crucifixion in March. And they say they don't really know when Jesus was born. However, 2 things are certain. Jesus was born of a virgin, and the Bible doesn't give us an exact date. So,
Okay.
December 25th. Yeah.
So according to, different commentators, biblical scholars, it was customary for the Jews of the time to send their sheep to pasture from spring until early October. As the cold winter months begin, the flocks would return from the fields for shelter and warmth, and since the shepherds were still tending their flocks in the fields around Bethlehem, it's a logical conclusion that the angels announced the news of Jesus' birth like no later than October. So
Okay.
if it were
Yeah.
like the fall season, yeah.
Right.
But then you can start looking to different things like the birth of John the Baptist and all these. There's so many different things. And so, yeah.
All right. So another myth that Christians believe that's in the Bible, that Mary rode into Bethlehem on a donkey.
Okay.
He said an extremely pregnant Mary riding into town on a donkey is definitely a common myth most Christians believe is in the Bible. He said she very well could have made the 65-mile trip from Nazareth to Bethlehem on a donkey.
Yeah, like how else would she get there?
Nevertheless, the account of this story in Luke 2, 1-6 does not specifically teach this. Nevertheless, we all should consider how tough Mary was to make this trip while
Yeah,
being pregnant.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
65 miles?
65 miles.
Pregnant?
Yeah.
Maybe in a cart. What if she was like in the back of the cart? You know what I'm saying?
But even if it was on a donkey or a horse,
Yeah.
you ever ridden a horse?
Yeah.
They're not comfortable.
No.
You know? Especially
Yeah.
a donkey. 65-mile trip on a donkey pregnant.
Ugh.
You pregnant ladies out there, you better not complain ever again.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
It's not
Writing this
about
down.
you,
It's
you big
not-
brat.
Sorry, that's how my mom raised me, guys.
It's all about them. I got to get through this, and I don't care who I have to go through to do it. Well, that's not life.
Yeah.
Love you, Mom.
Britt says, I would never do 1 mile pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you could.
Yeah.
No. All right, another myth. The Bible says there were 3 wise men.
You're just destroying children's hopes and dreams everywhere.
See, wait,
hopes and
there
dreams.
weren't three wise men?
No, dude, there were 3 gifts. It doesn't necessarily say that there were 3 wise men, but we associate 3 wise men because of the 3 gifts.
Wow. Okay.
Are you just learning all this stuff?
Well, not all of this. I mean,
It was a gaggle of people who worked for essential oils.
Yeah?
Yeah, so Chrissy, I think Britt slings that stuff.
Yeah?
A girl, Nat. Yeah.
Wow.
About 30 of them, and they were all
30
just trying
of
to get you to buy lavender.
Okay.
But instead, they gave up like frankincense, myrrh, and then they were like, hey, this was our bonus from slinging all this oil. Here's some gold.
That was the first multi-level marketing
It
company.
was the
Wow.
first one,
No kidding.
guys.
Called
Yeah.
We Three Kings?
Yeah.
Is that the name of the company? Huh? Anyone? Thank you. Laugh track. Thank you. The Gospel of Matthew describes these men as magi or wise men.
Yeah.
People commonly think they were 3 in number because the Bible details the fact that they brought 3 gifts.
Boom!
You got the gold, the frankincense, the myrrh.
Oh, man.
That doesn't
Can't make
mean
this stuff up. This
there
is
were
real
3
life.
magi.
Yeah.
So there could have been 4, 8, or 10. Man, it's just always taught that, there was 3. But
Brody just played one of the 3 in his Christmas play.
See, the 3 wise men.
He came forward with, I think, frankincense because he was the middle one. So he was Frankenstein. And he was like, we will worship you. Boom. And he dropped it there. And I was like, that was the dopest wise man delivery ever.
I love it. All right. We're doing 9 common myths Christians believe at Christmas. Here's another one. The Bible says a star hovered over the manger. It's a myth. It's definitely a nice sentiment and symbol. The problem is there's no reference to this in the Gospels. The Magi were given a star that first led them to Jerusalem, then on to Bethlehem, where they found the child. King Herod gave a command that all babies in the region younger than 2 years old to be killed.
Yeah.
This suggests that Jesus had been in Bethlehem for some time at this point.
Yeah.
So neither the wise men nor the star were hovering over the manger the night Jesus was born. Okay, these are all great things, man. We gotta correct this. Why are we getting taught fake news? Church. This is ridiculous.
Are you sad now?
Fake
Like
news.
your childhood is
For
ruined.
real.
Where have you been, bro? You're like 40, man.
I know.
You're just learning all of this.
This is ridiculous. I just feel like touch me, pinch me. Am I alive? Is this real life? Am I in the Matrix? Hit me, bro.
I don't want to hit you.
Okay. Here's another myth, apparently. The Bible says Jesus was born in a barn or a stable. Come on now. That's a myth?
You're going to be okay, man.
That's a myth? How do you know all these things? Is it because you worked here for 15 years?
No, man. It's because I've read my Bible.
Because you read your Bible.
Because I graduated past Sunday school with the little felt creatures.
Okay. All right.
Although I will say, before you go on,
Yeah.
somebody did just hit me with something that totally rocked my world
Yeah.
that I'd never heard of. The Legend of the Donkey.
Yes?
Have you heard about this thing?
No.
I'm like, tell me more about this Legend of the Donkey. What's up? And they were like,
Was
Google image it. So I Google imaged the donkey. Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey.
Yes?
He was riding a cross. Whoa. Because, like, the back of the hair of donkeys is the shape of a cross.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. Coincidence?
I think not.
Wow.
So Mary rode on a donkey that like so she was riding on a cross to
Wow.
like take little baby Jesus to Bethlehem. And then as a grown up on Palm Sunday, Jesus was riding in on a donkey, and
What?
there's like a little fur cross on donkeys' backs.
Why didn't they teach me that in Sunday school? Are you kidding me?
I don't know, man.
Wow, that's actually kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Looks more like a trident than a cross. I'm just saying. I mean, it could go either way, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Another common myth Christians believe at Christmas. The Bible says Jesus was born in a barn or a stable.
Oh, here we go.
Say Jesus was about just about every nativity set places the baby Jesus in a barn surrounded by animals.
Yeah.
So this is just an assumption because the Bible does not specify this. The scriptures actually say, and she gave birth and laid him in a manger because there was no place for them in the inn.
Yeah.
It's easy to assume that Jesus was born in a barn or a stable because of the manager mentioned.
This
Manager.
is literally what their member of the Stormy just texted.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I guess a manager is a feeding
manger.
is a feeding trough
Not a manager.
for animals.
A manger.
What did I say? A manager.
A manager. You see, guys, a manager. Yes.
Thank you. However, these feeding troughs were also commonly used inside homes because families would sleep upstairs while small animals were kept downstairs on cold nights.
So that's the thing. It's like no room in the inn. Everybody thinks motel rooms because like it was full, but the inn probably would have just been the upper room where Joseph's family would have made arrangements for everyone coming in for the census. And so therefore they probably just had to sleep downstairs.
So yeah, this wasn't news to me. I mean, I thought it was a stable when I was a kid, but I think I learned this like when I was 32.
We need a whole new nativity scene, yo.
For real, right?
Whole new scene.
Motel 7, come on.
We can't afford it though. Go over to like Bibles Plus. You got to buy 47 wise men now. 3 gifts.
47 of
There's
them.
47 of them. No snow on the ground. Also, it's like a duplex. And
Nah.
so Mary and Joseph and Jesus are downstairs. And you got like 30 family members upstairs just being jerks.
Right?
Not even helping.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I know.
All right, here's another myth. The Bible says there was a little drummer boy. I was never taught that. Were you? There was a little drummer boy?
What?
A little drummer boy playing his drum.
No.
Pum, 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 pum.
I've never heard this.
I've never.
This is one I'd never heard.
Right?
So I don't get this one. What a boring song.
Mary and Joseph haven't had any sleep. The birthing arrangements and location haven't been ideal. But yes, please come play your drum for my
Please,
newborn
kid.
baby boy.
Please. It's the toddler. It's like when you have your second baby.
Yes.
It's the 3-year-old that's got the
Please.
drum, and they're just banging that stupid
Play it
drum.
as loud as humanly possible.
Why Christians believe that there was a drummer boy in the
I've
manger
never
scene?
been taught
I have
that.
literally never heard this before.
Beautiful, though. It's such a beautiful song.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a myth, and I don't know
Joey
who
and
taught
Chrissy
you
totally covered that song.
Really?
Maybe that's why it's my least favorite Christmas song. I heard it a billion times.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The Bible says Jesus was born in OAD. You see, BC stands for before Christ, and AD stands for a Latin phrase, Anno Domini, which
Close.
means in the year of the Lord.
Yeah.
However, according to Matthew 2:1, Jesus was born during the days of Herod the king, and most historians place Herod's death at 4 BC, with Herod ordering all boys 2 years old and younger in the area to be killed before his on his own death. So, it seems as though a more proper estimate of Jesus' birth would have sometime be between 4 BC and 6 BC. Wow, that is such a long time ago. I thought Jesus was born at 0.
That's what you said. OAD,
Right.
and I'm going. You meant 0.
That's what I meant to
0
say.
AD.
Back then, they called it O.
The Bible says Jesus was born in
It's
OAD.
Latin. It's the O is a 0. They used it for both, really, and I'm making all of this up. Yep. Gosh, it's yep.
Oh man.
Born at 0, guys, or
Yeah.
O, whichever one you'd like. So you decide. All right, just to wrap this up. So let's see, another myth. Saying Merry Christmas is taking Christ out of Christmas. Have you ever gotten in trouble for this when you say X and then MAS?
This was my favorite thing to discover when I was younger because we moved like 7 times when I was a child. And I remember the first time movers, because my mom worked for the government and there were a couple times where they actually paid for us to move and that was great. Wrote Xmas on it, like
And you were
Xmas
like,
stuff.
oh my
I
gosh.
didn't. I just
Oh.
watched my mom flip out on these poor movers and then deliver her giant Baptist Christian speech about how holy
Yeah.
the name of Christ is. And I was overwhelmed with joy when the Lord revealed knowledge to me of Xmas because then I used it all of the times.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of people believe that Merry Xmas is an attempt to remove Christ from Christmas.
Right.
Yeah, well, here's the deal, all right? The first letter in the Greek word for Christ is CHI.
Uh-huh.
In the Roman alphabet, CHI is represented by the symbol X. Therefore,
X gonna give it to you.
Oh.
Gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. And that we now know means Jesus gonna give it to you.
That's right, everybody.
Thank you, DM Christ.
So, you guys just go ahead and do your Xmas. Your Xmas. Okay? All right, last one here. Saying happy holidays is taking Christ out of Christmas. Bill Peterson, whenever he hears somebody say happy holidays, he gets all upset.
You know what's interesting is I've heard people like all around campus. Like I've heard people at church say happy holidays.
Ooh, gosh. Did you
So it's
did
like
you
maybe
escort
it's-
them out?
No, maybe it's like finally stopping unless you're just stuck on this one channel where that's what they talk about because it's like it's ruining Christmas. I'm like, no, bah humbug, your Scrooge attitude is ruining Christmas. Did you hear Alexa talking about the true like meaning of Christmas? That was dope.
Yeah, holiday literally means, Bill Peterson, holy day.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrating. Hold on one second here. I just want to get my. That's the wrong one. Hold on. No, that's the wrong one. Where did I go? Hold on one second.
Here, you want me to sing more DMX?
There we go. There.
What I
Thanks.
really want.
I wanted to get this for you.
Okay, fine.
Celebrating the birth of Jesus definitely makes it a holy day. And thanks to the birth, the death, and the resurrection of Jesus, every day can be a happy, holy day.
Right.
There you go, guys. It's holy. Happy holy day.
That's really true, actually.
That's true.
I think we choose to get offended by some stupid things.
Yep.
And in turn can ruin sharing the gospel with somebody because it's like, man, what a grumpy, jerky Christian.
Exactly. Yeah. Bill Peterson, what do you have to say for yourself? Hello?
Well, I have a poem.
Yeah, that's.
No, I'm just playing this in, Bill. Anyways,
You almost had it.
I work in the utility service, and I have a lot of different customers, and I've said Merry Christmas, and I've had my head torn off by so many different customers because they're not Christian or they celebrate Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or whatever it is. So for me, I do say Happy Holidays because even though I am Christian, I still respect whatever they believe in, and I tell them Happy Holidays.
Isn't that weird, though? Because if, let's say, a Jewish person came up to me and said, Happy Kwanzaa, would I ever think of getting mad?
Hold on.
What?
Pause. Why would a Jewish person walk up and say Happy Kwanzaa to you?
Isn't
They are
that
the
what they-
most confused Jewish dude you've ever met.
Isn't that, what are they?
Hanukkah, bro.
That's what I said, Hanukkah. I said,
Happy Kwanzaa.
I did
Nope,
say Hanukkah.
Sir, you, in fact,
Because
are
in the
confused.
Latin, in the Old Testament,
no.
okay.
That's not it.
Happy Hanukkah. What's Kwanzaa? What's that?
I'm not the Jewish holiday.
You know what? If it's Jewish, I'm going to punch you straight in the eye.
It's the automotive service place on the west side. Kwanzaa Automotive.
What's Kwanzaa? What's Kwanzaa then? You know what? That's Jewish. Kwanzaa's Jewish, dude.
My bad. But anyways.
Hold on,
like I was
sir.
saying
It's not
What is it
Jewish.
then? What is
bro.
it? What is it? Hawaiian?
No, it's African, dog. Yes, dude! I promise you.
I love how you're getting mad at me when you didn't even know, all right?
It celebrates
that's
and
the thing,
honors
you don't know
African
what people are, and you
heritage
tell
and
'em
African
Merry
American
Christmas,
culture.
and-
Yes. It's
And then it
observed
goes
from
all
December
downhill.
26th to January 1st, culminating in feast and gift giving, obviously. Kwanzaa has 7 core principles, thus the 7 Kwanzaa candles.
And the Jews were in Africa.
No, shut
Yaha.
up. No, Hanukkah
Yaha.
is before Christmas.
The desert
And
they
it's-
talk
I get
about
how you're confused because
is-
candles.
Happy Kwanzaa, guys.
Duh.
I've heard it said to me before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
thank you, sir. Thank you
yeah,
so much.
Hung up.
You know?
Yeah.
I really can one of our Jewish friends call in, please,
Mm-hmm.
and correct us. Hello.
Hello, this is Bill the Jew.
Hang up. No,
Hey, listen, you know what? Don't call me out and say, hey, Bill Peterson, happy
Yeah.
holidays.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't have,
Hey.
Listen, no, the problem I have with is all the commercials now all use just pop tunes and they throw like jingle bells on a backtrack on top of the music. And all of a sudden it's holiday music because it's a bunch of people in scarves and sweaters dancing around the store buying stuff. No, play Christmas carols.
Yeah, okay, you get worked up over that, but you also get worked up over happy holidays. Don't you deny
No,
that.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, come on. I don't.
Yes, you do.
When have I ever done that?
come on. You don't make me get Kay and Jake on the phone.
You're besmirching Bill.
All right? I've heard you.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm at work. I'm doing my job. I get in one of our company vans. I turn on the radio, and you're calling me out for this.
Wrong.
And that's not true.
That's not true.
Okay. All right.
He writes Xmas on all of his.
You know what?
Christmas
Happy
cards.
Kwanzaa. Hang up
Yeah.
on yourself.
There you go.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
He's such a liar. Such a liar. Wow. All right. Well, we
better
learned
be careful.
so much.
You're gonna go home and not have a place to sleep.
Kay would never kick me out.
That's true.
All right. All right. There you go. We've learned so much, right? 9 common myths Christians believe at Christmas.
Yeah.
Gosh, man.
And
I feel just so lied to.
10 that Dex believes. Like the fact that Jewish people celebrate Kwanzaa.
I'm going to research that and get
Yeah.
back to you guys. I'm pretty sure.
Yep. No. Pretty sure
that
you're wrong.
is.
You're wrong.
Judaism.
Nope. You're
Yep.
wrong. You're definitely
Or
wrong.
Judaism.
Nope.
Back in the day. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got to take a quick break, guys. You want to chime in? We're on YouTube. We're also hanging out right now on twitch.tv at Star 88 FM. We'll be right back. Hang out.
Now, a Star 88 PowerPoint. Here's Francis Chan.
So when Paul and Silas spoke to the crowd in that one city in Berea, it says after they spoke, the people went and they actually studied the Bible themselves and they said, wait, is that true? Is that true? Is that really in there? They examined the scriptures to see if what Paul and Silas were teaching, whether or not it was true. Do you do that? Do you get home from church after you hear a sermon and go, wait a second, let me see, let me read that in context. Is that really true? Because we're talking about forever. We're talking about the only thing that matters on this earth. So you better be a student of this book and not just take it for granted, because the Bible says in the last days, this is important, in 2 Timothy chapter 4, it talks about how in the last days there were going to be these false teachers everywhere.
That was Francis Chan on Star 88 with a PowerPoint.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird. Here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along. Walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow, he can build a snowman. Then pretend that he is Parson Brown. You say, I am married for Saint Old Man, but you could do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll will conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we've made, walking in a winter wonderland. Pretend that he's a circus clown. We'll have lots of fun with Mr. Snowman until the other kids knock him down. When it snows, ain't it thrilling? Though your nose gets a chillin', we'll frolic and play the Eskimo way, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Hold on.
Walking in a winter wonderland.
Lauren Daigle, Winter Wonderland. It's on Star 88.
Stop it!
Be quiet,
We're
Buck.
actually on the air, Buck.
Buck, be quiet.
You got to say the time.
We do this live on the air. This would be so much better.
This is live on the air. We're on the air.
Quit yelling in my ear. Jeez. Gosh.
I've got my headphones on, so I can't tell if he can hear me. We're live.
Buck, why don't you call us on the air next time instead of calling my cell phone? Weirdo.
I'm calling you on the air right now.
All right, call us. All right, bye-bye. Gosh, what a weirdo.
What's going on in the news today?
We're just days away from a possible partial government shutdown.
And negotiations seem to be going nowhere fast.
Newly unsealed court documents show the extent to which Michael Flynn was working on behalf of Turkish clients, including a $600,000 payday.
A school bus crash in North Carolina sent more than a dozen students and their bus driver to the hospital.
The woman who was arrested for trying to climb the Statue of Liberty was found guilty.
She's facing up to 18 months in prison.
A new study finds the percentage of high school seniors who say they vaped in the past 30 days nearly doubled.
The most sweeping analysis yet of Russia's meddling on social media prepared for the Senate Intelligence Committee, concluding that Russia used every major social media platform to help Donald Trump win.
Massive waves hitting the California coast. Surf as high as 50 feet.
Rip currents and dangerous conditions. People are being warned to stay away.
Here's a pro tip. Don't be that guy.
Joining us on the show right now is
Wow, you gonna
Buck.
be okay? Wow.
Did you just vape?
What? No, I didn't.
Oh
just
my
vape.
gosh. Stop it. You're giving him a bad rap, bro. Giving him a bad rap.
Yeah. Why are you trying to besmirch me, bro?
What are you talking about?
He's bringing up like old stuff, man. And
What do you
like,
mean old
he's trying to hold you back with old
That was
stuff, man.
2014. Hey, happy Festivus.
Yes.
Happy Kwanzaa.
I don't know what Kwanzaa is, but I know what Festivus is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kwanzaa is African, and not a lot of people know about it. It goes way back into the African roots.
You really need to shut your mouth.
Well, I just Googled it.
Yeah, you need to stop talking about things you don't understand.
Right? I'm like, oh, the other line's ringing. It's the Reverend Jesse Jackson. We just got fired. So,
Amazing.
Stop talking about things.
All right.
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
my job.
Okay, listen here. If we haven't gotten fired yet off of your racist comments over the
okay,
years,
bro.
we're fine.
Okay.
We're fine.
Oh, sure.
We can say whatever we want. Nobody listens. That's why it's so underground.
Today, the word of the day is.
Oh, stop it right now. Don't you go there. I'm from Montana. I was never taught these things.
Yeah.
Well, I was taught them. I just didn't know that they were bad.
Did I ever tell you that story about
Yes,
next
you've
the word
told
of
us
the day?
stop it right
Yep,
now.
yep,
All right?
yep.
Don't go there.
Oh, man. Well, hey, welcome to the show, buddy.
Buck, everybody. Buck.
Thanks, guys.
That's right.
How are you?
Doing good.
I've been trying to reach Dex for 4 days, and I finally
4
got a hold
days,
of him now.
really?
He's been really sick.
I was sick
what
for
else did you
5
tell me
hours
to say?
yesterday.
Yeah.
Here's what's funny. Buck calls me off the air on my cell phone and starts bragging about how he's going to make like $1 billion off of commission. He likes to rub it in that he makes all this money now.
You know what? The check's not in the bank yet, and
That's
you know,
true.
I'm not bragging. I'm just excited, and I hope you would be excited for me.
I'm excited for
I
you.
am.
Are you kidding me?
I'm excited for you. I'm just giving
it's
you a
gonna
hard
be a
time.
really great Christmas for the Jeters. If that wait, what?
Hey, and speaking of that, Steve-O, you never sent me that information to sponsor your kid.
Well, that's because
Wow.
yeah, we could talk later.
Oh.
I have it.
Okay.
Do you have checks?
Yeah,
It's really
I do.
easy. Okay, cool. I can go pick up a check.
Beautiful.
That's the easiest way because it's like, well, there's a lot of. That's the easiest. And
I'll
then
see
you don't have
him
to do any of that.
tomorrow, and I'll get the checks.
No, you won't.
He'll deliver
No,
them to me.
I'll do it myself.
I'll cash them.
You're not reliable.
Okay, you're
So, yeah.
right. All right. Well, everything good with you?
What's the big uproar? What's going on?
What do you mean,
Why
uproar?
is everybody? Well, I just heard you, Bill Peterson, yelling at you on the phone.
Dex isn't sensitive
Bill?
today, man. Dex
That is
is
not
he's
true.
just, he threw you under the bus and brought up old vaping things. He threw Bill under the bus by pretending like Bill hates happy holidays, even though it hasn't been a thing since like 2017.
Yeah.
So,
It's not true. Don't listen to
are you ready for Christmas?
Yes, I pretty much did all of my shopping. We did a lot of the kids' shopping. We were fortunate enough to be driving by Toys R Us when they put up the new banner that said 60 to 70% off.
Wow.
So
you were one of the smart ones.
And there was still you know what they had there that was like a really good deal. And if cash would have been a little bit bigger, I would have got them one of these. But they had the you remember that little land speeder that Luke drove?
Oh, of course.
During
I almost bought one
during
for
the first
myself.
one?
Almost bought one for
Yeah.
myself. Yeah.
They had those for like $80.
Yep.
And I would have bought him one, but he's just a little too small for that still.
Yep. I was staring at that thing going, my son doesn't need it because he already has like a, what has he got? Like a Mercedes
Right.
SUV in the living room.
He's got an Escalade.
Yeah. And
Escalade?
so he's got something like
Escalade?
that. And so it's like, he doesn't need one more of those, but I wanted it for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but we got all that other stuff done. I have to get something for my brother-in-law. Oh, no. Goodness.
Oh.
I just hit, if you have people driving right now, I am currently heading west on Lomas, and I am approaching, Wyoming.
Okay.
It looks like there's a CSI vehicle out here. There's a school bus. And there's a car that has just been annihilated. So
Oh,
try to
no.
avoid that because you could not get through this way at all.
Oh.
Gosh. Thanks for that update.
Yeah. Live on the streets.
Yeah. Do you want to be
Thanks,
our
guy
live
on
on
the
the
street.
street guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you guys have a helicopter?
Yeah,
You all
we
totally
got a
do it.
helicopter.
No.
No, I'll totally do it.
Yeah.
Totally do it. Are you guys ready for Christmas? You guys ready for
No.
Xmas?
No, I'm broke, dude. I can't afford Christmas this year.
Yeah.
What about all that dirty Uber money you're making?
Yeah, that's how I eat.
Did you guys read the story about Ryan's toy review
Yeah. Yeah.
on YouTube? You know, what's funny is I read that story, and my kids love watching that particular, I guess, channel. And it's this little kid that plays with his parents, and they have all kinds of toys. And he made $22 million. That's insane.
Isn't that crazy?
He's like 7 years old.
Yeah.
7 years old.
7 years old.
$22 million.
Yep.
But here's the thing. We're talking about that. You have kids. The parents, their full-time job is literally producing his show now. And they've turned him into a celebrity at 7. And it's kind of, I don't know how I feel. Would you want to put your kid in that kind of spotlight and really like put his whole life on the internet? That's kind of his world.
I think I probably wouldn't mind as a little child like that. You know, I mean, if it's something that that could be of a benefit for him for later financially, you know, as far as like setting up a good truck,
setting
up his college,
Right.
you know, it wouldn't be a big deal because by the time he's 12, 13, 14 years old, nobody's going to recognize him anyway.
That's true.
You know, he's
wow, I really ruined it for Brody.
Yeah.
He's going to completely change. You know, what I did watch is I watched something the other day about it was called American Meme on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially they were talking about, Paris Hilton and how she basically became famous from the internet. And then they had all of these other people that are actually, I guess they consider them celebrities at this point, but it's just people that are famous from memes and stuff,
Yeah.
Things that they do on the internet. And it was actually kind of sad because they were, and these are grown people, these are adults, but essentially what they were saying was like, these people, when they lose their followers, they don't have anything and they don't know how to live life. There was one woman in particular that got really famous off of Vine. And then when Twitter bought Vine and then Vine, they, scuttled Vine, she's like, I don't know what to do.
Right.
I go in and try to get these acting jobs and people don't take me seriously because they're like, oh, hey, you're the girl that stuck her dog's head in her mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
And, and she's like, people don't take me seriously. And then she met Tommy Lee and they got married.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's one way to get around that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yep. Another reminder, we can't put our identity in all that other stuff,
Yeah, that's really kind of the big thing is, the three of us have spoken about that quite a bit. And, I think as Christians, your identity really has to rest in your relationship with Jesus. I mean, that's really the bottom line.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where it has to lie because then, this is obviously has a lot of layers like an onion, but, your identity can be wrapped up in being like the perfect dad or the perfect employee or, even the perfect worker at the church, the perfect employee at the church, and if something happens and that goes away, that's when you see people fall apart. I actually had one person, who was it? I can't remember. I was just talking to somebody. We were talking about the fallout from our old church, and they came up to me. This guy was a pastor, and we had lunch last week, and he said, he's like, I'm happy that you're still following Jesus. He's like, because so many people fell off after all that stuff happened. He was like, but you hung in there. He's like, and then, he brought up stuff about like, Dex getting us fired from the radio station and, all the stuff
That's funny.
that I went through. My family went through personally. I mean, we actually went through a lot of stuff after that happened because, when you lose a job for, after a decade and a half, the financial ramifications are huge. And he was like, man, I'm just super stoked that you still believe Jesus is who he says he is and who he is,
No, that's it, man. That's it. I always cling to that verse that, God, he'll never let you, he'll never, what is it, Steve-O? It's he'll never allow you to leave the palm of his hand.
That's the verse he clings to, Aaron. So pray for Dex. But
Do you want to elaborate on that?
No, that's it.
I think you're talking about the book of Romans, man.
Yeah, he'll never allow you to leave the palm of his hand.
Oh man.
Hey, so I have an idea, and I wanted to run it by you guys.
Yes.
I have this idea, and this is totally just like Bible stuff.
Yeah.
I have this idea. I kind of feel like a lot of times when people become Christians, when they become new Christians, and your listeners can, sound off on this and tell me, maybe you can read some comments or something, Steve-O, and see if I'm way off on this.
Yeah.
But I believe that a lot of churches out there, they do a good job of getting people through the doors. They do a good job of sharing the message of who Christ is and what he's done for you. And, they get you to the point of conversion, you get baptized, and then after that, there's not a whole lot that goes into it. So lately I've had this kind of like thing on my heart about either newer believers or people that kind of feel like they're stuck and they don't have like the greatest knowledge of the Bible. And I don't want to say that they're Bible illiterate, but, they just don't have a clear understanding of the Bible. So this has kind of been on my heart lately. And I've done this thing where I haven't done this thing. I'm starting to do this thing now, but I'm talking with a bunch of people about how to develop this. But what I want to do is I want to create some kind of, I don't know if it's a class or if it's a group where we get together and just kind of do like a Bible survey. Because after I became a Christian, one of the first things Dex said to me was, I think the first thing he said after I got saved was, all right, now we got to get you baptized. And it's like, okay, that's biblical. That's true. Yeah, I need to get baptized. But then after that, nobody ever sat me down and said, okay, this is the Bible, and this is how it's broken down. This is the Old Testament. The first 5 books are called the Torah, and these are the prophets, and this is this, and this is that. Nobody ever sat me down and did that with me. And, while I have a good understanding of the Bible, it's not as good as it could be. And I think that this is really important for people because the way we develop a relationship with somebody is by spending time with them.
Yeah.
So the way we grow our relationship for each other and our love for each other and our caring for each other and our understanding of each other is by spending time.
Yeah.
And so I want to spearhead something that will take either, the new believer or the believer that's having a hard time understanding how the Bible is written and what it means.
That's
And really, it's kind of a selfish thing for me on my
It's
side.
not. It's called discipleship. You're doing a good thing. We're up
Yeah.
against a break, and so I'm like totally cutting you off. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Also, and I'm not even just saying this, every Wednesday night right now, since I think August, the Bible from 30,000 Feet with Pastor Skip, he goes through a book of the Bible and literally takes you through, like, here's what was going on at this time. Here's why this book was written. Here's what this means. And I think it's probably one of the most important for new believers when wanting to learn the entirety of Scripture.
yeah.
So, no joke.
Yeah, and that's really kind of the point of what it is. It's kind of like a
We'll
Bible
be back
survey
right
for
after this.
newbers. Wow.
Just kidding.
Wow.
You're not just kidding. This isn't
No,
even
I mean,
gonna
I
be on
gotta
the
go to
podcast.
break.
We gotta go to break.
I know, I gotta go to break. I'm really sorry to cut you off, but it's not gonna be on the podcast
None
now.
of this is on the podcast. You
Yeah.
can say whatever you want, actually.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
This will never be
but
on the.
I'm
this will
sorry.
never be on the podcast.
Do you want to hold on and you can pick back up where you left off?
No, that's
Okay,
okay.
well.
You've let the air out of my say. You've taken
No,
the weight out of my
Okay, we'll be back right after this.
Star 88 thanks the Rain Tunnel Car Spa for becoming a power partner and supporting this hour of programming. The Rain Tunnel Car Spa with 3 and soon 4 Albuquerque locations, providing car washes, detailing, and gasoline. RainTunnelCarspa.com.
There's no time of year more fitting for New Mexican Foods red and green chili than Christmas time. La Salita wants to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas. For over 40 years, La Salita has been serving New Mexican food to Albuquerque, from pozole and tamales, chili rellenos, even the Burrito de Eduardo, the B.O.G. burrito, and carne adobada. La Salita is friendly to those who are vegan and gluten-free and offers catering and a rewards program on Wantabo or online at lasalita.com. Star 88 thanks La Salita for their support.
Understanding God's Word changes everything. And this Christmas, you can give a better understanding of the Bible by choosing a gift from the Connect with Skip Heitzig Christmas Gift Ideas brochure. Here's a life-changing gift idea from Skip Heitzig. It's a special You Can Understand package. One of our listeners recently shared, I was searching for a resource that would walk me through the Bible and teach me what it means. I had read the Bible, but didn't understand it. That's how I found Skip Heitzig's teachings. I started with Genesis. It is engaging and easy to understand. Start at the beginning with You Can Understand the Book of Genesis and discover the origins of God's redeeming love, and learn how to accurately interpret end times prophecy and live life with confidence in You Can Understand the Book of Revelation. Find the You Can Understand package and more meaningful gifts in the Connect with Skip Heitzig Christmas Gift Ideas brochure. Download yours today at connectwithskip.com/offer or call 800-922-1888.
This is KLYT Albuquerque, Santa Fe, rebroadcast on KKCJ Cannon Air Force Base, KPKJ Mintmore, K201CC Las Cruces, K203EZ Alamogordo, K207CQ Gallup, K211CW Hobbs, K212EH Silver City, K214DE, Antonito, K218AK, Artesia, K250AB, Roswell, K293AO, Alamosa, K228DQ, Portales, in the free app for iOS and Android, and online at star88.fm.
Lately I've been reeling, watching the nightly news. Don't seem to find the rhythm, just wanna sing the blues. Feels like a song that never stops. Feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So when somebody please pass the megaphone, I'll shout it on the count of 3. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice. Let me testify. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. 'Cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice. And I choose to let it move. Let it move. Let it move. Yeah, I choose to let it move you. Let it move. Let it move. Back when I was younger, my eyes were full of life. But now that I am older, I live at the speed of light. Feels like the cycle never stops. Feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So when somebody please pass the megaphone, I'll shout it on the count of 3. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice. Let me testify. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. 'Cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice. And I choose to let it move. Let it move. Let it move. Yeah, I choose to let it move you. Let it move. Let it move. Though I walk through the valley in the shadow of night, oh, with you by my side, I'm stepping into the light. I choose to let it move you. Let it move. Let it move. I need that joy, 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 joy down in my heart to stay. I need that joy, 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 joy down in my heart to stay. Joy, 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 joy down in my heart to stay.
For King and Country Joy, it is Star 88, 905.
High today of 137 degrees.
Wow.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
Merry Christmas! Oh, I just love this time of the year.
Me too. Good morning.
Good morning.
Whoa.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
Am I on the air?
Yeah? Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. No, I was listening earlier, and Buck was talking about, like, a Bible study, you know, and stuff. And I just wanted to mention BSF, Bible Study Fellowship. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's a really in-depth Bible study, and the amount that you learn in there is incredible.
Very cool. All right. BSF, you said?
Yeah, it's BSF.
Yeah.
And it's Bible Study Fellowship, and
That's
it's
cool.
international, so it's everywhere.
Okay. Thank you very much. Very cool.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. Thanks for
All
calling.
right, have a good day, guys.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Technically, wouldn't it have to be intergalactic to say that it's everywhere?
No, you're right.
I mean, you can say it's like everywhere on Earth.
You're right. You're right.
You know?
You're right. Just saying. Yes. Oh, and by the way, Tam will be here, guys.
Yeah.
It was very confusing.
We're going to talk to her about the confusion with you earlier.
I mean, you send someone a text that basically says that their grandpa's dying.
Oh, my gosh.
And
she's like,
you
not for air.
assume-
This is a private prayer request.
Well, I'm
Can
just-
you please?
I mean, I just don't know. I mean, she could have said.
She didn't text me that. Or did she?
You know what she did?
No,
I
she
bet you I know what she did. She's the queen of texting the wrong person.
Yeah.
She texted the wrong person.
She had to have because
She's done that
normally
to
she
me
group
before.
texts us, and I didn't get that text. I mean, she think my prayers don't work or what?
I mean,
she knows me. So.
Good morning.
Hey, guys.
Who's this?
It's Brett.
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
no.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
What happened to you?
I got sick.
Oh, great.
But let's go now.
Friendsmas is off. You ruined it
Yep.
with your stupid fake Friendsmas with
Yep.
friends you don't even care about.
Show me some more.
Way to go.
Tell me more about how your fake friends got you sick, so now you can't hang out with your real ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be fine by then. I'm not
Ugh.
really sick.
Yeah.
wanna hang out
Okay,
with
Steve-O. I mean, Britt.
Yeah.
I'm not really, I'm not really
I'm not
sick.
gonna go if I'm sick.
Uh-huh.
So
I just called in because I thought maybe you guys could pray for me, but
Oh,
obviously
okay.
that's not gonna happen.
I mean,
You can't do that to us. You weren't going to call in so we could pray for you.
Yes.
You're a brat.
Yes, I was.
You are. No, you
I
weren't.
was.
But if
Why
you're not,
was-
hold on. If you're not sick, then why should we pray for you?
yeah, because you just said you're not really
so
sick.
that I'm better by Saturday.
Oh, because you're not sick. Uh-huh. Yeah, good one there.
Yeah, you gotta make up your mind.
Okay, you're just denying a brother or sister in need that needs prayer. You just don't want to pray for.
Are you gender neutral? Because I feel like you're very confused there for a second.
Is it because you celebrate Kwanzaa?
Oh, snap.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
She's got you there.
Oh.
To be fair, though, his life verse that he clings to.
Let me tell
is
you
that
guys.
The Lord,
I know.
go
You know what?
ahead.
Wait, hold on. Let me tell you guys something. I wasn't feeling well this morning, and I thought, what would Dex do?
Ooh.
And I thought he would hold on to the fact that Jesus keeps me in the palm.
Are you okay? You choking up a little bit? You probably shouldn't be crying and getting so emotional. I know it's a really, really amazing verse. You see, whoa. You okay? Are you having a seizure? See,
you see,
there's this verse in Isaiah.
Yeah.
And Jesus said, God said,
Wait,
but it's the same.
Is it the one that says something about the palm?
Yes,
You being in the
the
palm.
engraving on God's palm. No one will be able to pluck
Stop
me
being
out.
snarky.
I'm
Say
not.
the
I'm
verse.
trying. I've engraved you on the palms of my hands.
There you go.
Your walls are ever before me.
Isaiah 49:16. He's
you.
being funny, but he's not.
I mean, it's
That's
a verse
really
I cling to. Anyways,
So are you going to pray for me or not?
Yeah.
So let's go down.
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. You guys didn't recognize my voice when I called in.
No,
not at all.
Nah, man. You got the Zika. So
Hold on. Can I just go back? The last phone call we received from you was this.
Hi, guys. Did you know that I broke my nose?
Oh, that's you
What?
know what?
Why do you always call in when you're
Yeah, that's
like
true.
you've either hurt or sick?
Wait, but don't you realize that means that we're her go-to in times of stress and need?
Show me some.
And all you're doing is mocking your friend.
Is that
I
true?
know.
Is that true, Britt?
Britt, I love you. I'm sorry that Dex does
I
not
do.
hold you in the palm of his hand.
You know what?
You can't
I'll pluck you
trust
right
him.
out. I'll pluck you right
You
out.
can't
Thank goodness
trust
I'm not
him.
God.
Because in your time of need, Where is he, man?
I'm just going to call Bill.
Yeah,
'Cause
call Bill.
Bill may be crazy, but Bill prays for me if I'm
He does.
sick.
Good old crazy Bill, man. He'll always pray for you.
Crazy Bill.
Crazy Bill.
That's right.
He'll
Yeah,
pray
he's
for
not doing anything right now at work.
And,
He'll pray for you.
Yep. There you go.
I know, and we got a phone call from Bill, Seth did, and Bill was trying to see if we had an extra room.
Oh, wait,
for
what?
somebody.
Is that true?
Wow. Yeah, well, you know.
Huh.
Yeah.
All
One of
right.
his real kids.
I'm
because
texting
they're
Kate
coming
right
home
now. I'm
for
texting
Christmas,
Kate
and
right now.
He just knows he'll never
He
get
asked
you
if
out.
we had room for a tenant, if there was room at the inn.
Yeah, that'd be awkward though, because Seth has gone a lot, so it'd just be you and me at the
Yeah,
house
that'd be
alone,
weird.
and I can't do that.
Seth's never gone. Seth works from home like 90% of the
Dude,
time.
Why are you making stuff up?
Oh.
He doesn't want to leave Bill, man, because much like his life verse, Bill holds Dex
in the palm of his hand.
Behold,
palm of his hand.
therefore he has engraved. I can't.
Hey, we're gonna
Okay,
start.
I'm gonna get off.
Yes.
But Dex, can you pray for me?
You got it.
Yes.
You got it. I got you, girl.
No, I mean like on air because I don't think you're really gonna do it.
Well, you know what? I'll do it. I just don't want it to come off as like me making fun of the situation, because I take prayer very serious.
Show me support.
You know what I'm saying?
Fine.
You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is that you said you would pray for me. So if you don't pray for me, that makes you a liar.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
stand by.
You know
stand
what?
by.
Out of his
Lord,
mouth.
we just bring our friend Britt to you right now and pray that either she would get better if she's actually sick, or that you would open her eyes to the fact that she's a hypochondriac in some magical way, because you're amazing and we love you. We just pray for her and we love her, even though she's fake sick 80% of the time, which causes us to not want to pray for her, because we're like, are we wasting it, or is this real? But we love you, Lord, and we do love Britt as well, and we actually really do love her, so we pray that you would help her throat to feel better so that she doesn't infect us for Friendsmas. In Jesus' name, amen.
Did
There
I
you go.
just walk into a sacrilegious
Amen.
prayer?
That's a real prayer.
It's a real
That's a real
prayer.
prayer.
It's
Hey,
not-
Britt.
No, are you kidding me?
Hey,
That was
Britt.
honesty. If anything, the Lord is like, good.
Sweetheart,
yes,
I am so. You
yes.
sound terrible.
She's not sick.
So-
She's all
And
planned up.
I am.
And they want to say that I'm faking.
I
it.
am
That's-
so
this is not my
sorry.
real voice.
Yeah.
You know, I've come in here with bronchitis before, and I've received the same treatment. So don't
That's- yeah.
worry about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to know,
Love you.
know
Most of my life
yourself
is
to
extremely
lead
going downhill.
yourself.
Love you so hard. I'm sorry you're sick.
We gotta
pray
go.
for
We're
you.
up against a
Bye,
break
guys.
here.
Love
Okay.
you. I even laid hands on Dex, like
All right.
vicariously
Not
through.
even.
Gosh, that
the
girl.
thing. I really did. I put my hand on
It's
Dex.
not like power went through him through his mic and then hit her in her
Well,
ear.
his headphones and mic are closer to the phone, so I
Okay.
was trying to like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird.
Every time that girl calls in, there's something wrong with her.
Yeah,
Hey
it's because
guys,
she's
did
our
you know
friend.
that I broke my nose?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hi, Tim. How are you?
hi. Did you call
just
me
call her
Tim?
Yeah, Tim. How are you, Tim? Tim is here.
Can you just say, God bless us, everyone? Little Timmy.
Timmy?
Tim.
Timmy.
What was
It's
his
Tim.
name?
Yes, Tim.
Tim. What was his name?
Tim the Toolman Taylor,
No,
dude.
dude, the kid from
Yeah.
like the Christmas
It was
story.
Timmy, the
Not
the
on
Christmas
Timmy.
story.
Little
no,
Timmy?
like a Christmas Carol. It was like and like it had you know, Scrooge and little.
Okay.
I swear, Timmy
Pretty
was the
sure
one
it
with the
was little
crutch,
Timmy.
Timmy,
right?
he had a little cane
Yeah,
thing.
Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim. That's it. That's all I was looking for.
Paul, Aaron.
Gosh.
Hi, Paul and
Thank you.
Aaron.
All right, we gotta go to break, Tim.
Hi.
Can we go to break?
Yeah, please do.
All right, we have to. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Hang out.
Is he all ready?
It's almost time for Banjit to go to work. Because of her family's poverty, Banjit is forced to work in a place she never dreamed of. Banjit works in a brothel. She spends her nights in a market, selling herself to men for as little as $2. And if Banjit's situation weren't already horrific enough, Banjit is only 11 years old. It's not fiction. Banjit's story is a daily fact for 1.2 million children around the world every year. Yeah, poverty is very, very dangerous for children. But you can become a Compassion sponsor, and for a little more than $1 a day, protect a child like Banjit from the dangers of poverty. Join Star 88 and Compassion and sponsor a child in Thailand on the border with Myanmar. Call 855-293-2323 or click on the Compassion banner at star88.fm.
I'm Daniel, and it's time to get in the techno. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus said that if we think something, we might as well have done it before God. That the condition of our heart and mind is as culpable for sin as actually taking action. So when it comes to despicable acts in video games, just where do you think that puts you before God? I mean, there's definitely some things that are just good fun. And simulated war violence, I mean, I don't know if that's really such a big deal. What I am talking about is when a game asks you to do something reprehensible, like murder an entire town of innocent people or engage in some sexual activity that's contrary to God's model. We need to be cautious about what we put before our eyes when we watch TV and movies. And when it comes to games, we're actively taking part in that. I think we need to be even more cautious. Paul tells us in Philippians to focus on the things that are true and honorable, just, pure, lovely, and commendable before the Lord. I'm Daniel, and now you're in the Techno on Star 88.
I'm captivated, I say it, I'm on a whole new retreat. My space invaded, upgraded, I hear you talking to me. It's in the boom of the thunder, it's in the cool of the rain. And I'll say, I don't ever wanna get away. Tonight is beautiful, it's got my mind on you. And everywhere I turn is a reminder. I see you in everything, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. I see you in everything. You're all up in everything. My soul's awakened, I'm taken by all the beauty you bring. You got it blaring, I'm staring, love watching you do your thing. There's no mistaking your style, no mistaking your touch. I see the grand, I see the subtle of your love. Lord, I see you in everything, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. It's finding me in everything, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. Tonight is beautiful, it's got my mind on you. And everywhere I turn is a reminder. From the sparkle in her eyes to the starlit open skies, you bring my heart to life, fill me with wonder. I see you in everything, all day, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. I see you in everything. You're all up in everything. I see you in everything. You're all up in everything. Oh, I can see your love in everything. And that's why you'll always be my everything. Yeah, I can see your love in everything. And that's why you'll always be my everything.
Toby Mac, everything. It is
I think I
Star
have
88.
it right there,
Good morning.
yeah.
Good morning. Thank you very much. We're a professional show.
We are. You got something, Martine?
Well, it's funny. Nobody can hear you guys. 9:20.
Hi, today, 54. That's it.
Okay. Nobody can hear you, Tim.
My mic on?
Not yet. I'm not ready for you. But I would like to dedicate this song to you because it's Christmas time.
Ugh.
So, Cam? Okay.
Is that gonna fade out? Oh, shit.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay. Oh my God.
That one's for you, Tam.
That's
Wow.
the farthest we've ever gotten with that song.
It's so hard not to listen to, but you want it to stop so bad. No.
Why do you sound like a goat, Steve?
That's really high.
That's really pretty organ in the back.
I love mashups. Mashups are fun.
Mashups are fun.
It's great.
Do you love, what's your favorite Christmas movie? Die Hard?
You always say that. You've asked me that 2 years in a row.
I have?
You've asked me, what's my favorite Christmas movie? Die Hard?
Like, that's it.
Like,
Yeah?
why?
Well, because he wants to know if that's your favorite.
But why?
Because it's a Christmas
It's a
movie.
Christmas
It's not, and then I say it's not a Christmas movie, and then you're like, yes, it is, and then you tell me why, but I always forget why.
Bruce Willis himself said it was not actually. So.
Oh, really? Well,
Is it because it's
no,
like?
hold on. Listen to this. Listen to this. This is proof right here.
Good evening. I'm here to see Holly McClain. Just type it in there. Cute toy.
Here we go, guys.
Oh.
12 Days of Christmas. Proving Die
12
Hard.
terrorists at Nakatomi Plaza. Been doing this for 11 years. 10 square blocks.
Mayday, Mayday, Channel 9.
8 Lincoln 30 to dispatch. The 7 members of the new Provo Front.
6 armed with automatic weapons.
5 imprisoned leaders of Liberté de
Straight up
Quebec.
Christmas.
$4 million.
3 down, 4 to go.
Code 2 at Nakatomi Plaza.
He's killed 1 terrorist for sure. He claims he's capped off 2 others.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
12 Days of Christmas, according
Oddly
to Die
enough, now it is.
Hard. Yippee-ki-yay.
Oh, there you go.
K-A-K-O.
Proof that it's a Christmas
Yep,
movie.
proof.
All
That
right.
was easy. Try to put the facts against that.
Tam, I'm very confused with you because I'm not really sure what the text message meant.
Yeah, let's talk about this. It is 9:23 in the a.m., and you are listening to The Morning Invasion. With us in studio is Tamra, which is odd because she wasn't supposed to be because Dex said she was dying.
Nope.
Yep. Tam texted me, said that she was going to die.
Okay, here's the deal. Before you start your story, I want to clear things up.
And before you say, here's the deal, you have to pay me $5 because I copywritten to that this morning. It's my phrase.
Yeah, you can't say
Here's
Did you
the
say
deal,
written?
my bro. Yes.
Written. A
It was written
copywritten.
in the copywritten book of life.
Well, I hope my name doesn't get blotted out because I'm going to use it a couple times. Okay,
Well done.
so you guys, I have some sad news.
Okay.
About maybe 13, 14 days ago, it's about 2 weeks now, my grandpa, precious little Gramps, the one who I always talk about, who says, you say, how you doing, Gramps? He says, I'm in great shape for the shape I'm in.
No.
Mind you, he has a broken back. He has torn meniscus.
How old is he?
88.
Oh.
We go to, Jimmy's Cafe. We go there every Saturday.
Oh.
Precious.
Just you and Gramps?
Me and Gramps, the
Aw.
fam. We just go and hang out and talk to him.
Yeah.
He brings his little girlfriend. It's so cute.
He's got a girlfriend?
He's got a girlfriend. I had a
Wow.
hard
See,
time
Dex,
accepting
at
in the
88.
beginning.
That's great.
There's hope, man.
Anyway, it was tough to accept, but I've accepted it.
The girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh.
As a side, because no one can be my grand. It's like, my grandma is just, she's just the
Oh,
best.
so you don't want him to be happy?
It's not about, it's no.
I don't know.
Wow.
That's weird.
Pretty selfish.
Okay.
Listen to this granddaughter.
Okay. So, Gramps last Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago now, he's walking outside of Jimmy's, and my mom says, does he look like he's moving a little slower to you today?
No.
And I said, it was significantly slower. But this man is an ox. This man is at 12 years old, was taming horses.
That's cool.
And
at 88, he's
raising
taming the
sheep.
ladies.
Okay.
Amen.
All these years later.
All right. It's
That's
gross.
a touchy
I don't
subject
like the
for
thought.
Tamra.
Because he kissed her in front of me, and I was like, Grandpa.
Well, that's what boyfriends and
It's
girlfriends do.
okay. Here we go.
When they're 88. They're
So-
like, we ain't got much time left. Let's seal the deal.
He's a strong man. Oh, he's so strong. And he's like literally like 6'4", 220.
Wow.
Like just like he's a cowboy, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, yeah,
raised in Oklahoma.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You know what I mean? How you
Yeah.
doing, Grant? I'm in great shape for the shape I'm in.
Yeah.
That's how he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Well, Gramps lives by himself. He insists on he can do what he needs to do. He's
Yeah.
fine. I got it. He does his own laundry. He washes his own dishes. May
like
take
a
him all day,
Saint of a human.
but he
no
does.
kidding. That's cool.
He does more work than most people in their own home.
Yeah, you hear that, millennials?
And Grandpa at 3 a.m.
Got run over by a reindeer.
Nope. But he did fall.
Oh, man. Dang
On
it.
his way to the bathroom
Dump,
at 3 in the morning,
Dump it.
he fell.
I'm so sorry.
And here's the problem. He fell. The paramedics get there. He was there for a while because his phone flew. It's a devastating story. It's hard to even think about. I don't even want to think about it. It just like breaks my heart. I cry every time I think about it. He was sitting there for a while, a long while, because he couldn't get to the phone. Finally gets to the phone, calls my mom. My mom goes over. She realizes this is not good. She calls the paramedics. They come over, and they take him to the hospital. They do an X-ray of his chest and find out. You know how this happens with elderly. They fall usually. They go to the hospital, and they find something when they get there, right?
Yes.
Or people. It doesn't have to be elderly, but a lot of people this happens to them. He fell. They found lung cancer.
Whoa.
Whoa. That was the wrong button.
Bad
I'm
timing.
So sorry.
They found lung cancer. And if you don't cut that right now,
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hit that button.
Chip.
You're an insensitive
Chip.
jerk.
No, just keep going.
And so, they find lung cancer,
Okay.
and they tell him, hey, we can do a biopsy if you want to. And you know what he said? He is hilarious. He says, why do I want to do that? Don't people die when you do biopsies?
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's not far from the truth, because if he has lung cancer and they do biopsy, they
Sure.
open it up, right? They expose it to air and it
Yeah.
spreads faster.
Oh.
So I was like, I think that's what he's talking
Did
about.
he mean an autopsy?
No, he meant biopsy.
Oh.
Okay, because they have to check and see if it's really lung cancer, if it's spread to the body, what it is, all that stuff.
Yeah.
He says, I don't know, let me think about it. So I give him a couple days, he's thinking about it, and then his health started to decline.
Mm.
And this is where the hard part comes, I am having to accept that my precious, amazing, incredible 88-year-old grandpa,
Right.
who has impacted the lives of everyone around him and has showed me and taught me things I could never make up,
Yeah.
is literally passing away.
Yeah.
It's
So
tough.
we went, they told us, listen, he's, we're not going to do a biopsy. It's too invasive. It's too much for him.
Yeah.
So we're just not going to do it.
Yeah.
But we know it's cancer. Look at the pictures, and it's spreading fast. And you can tell by his health, he's declining. My grandpa is so strong as an ox. He had a stroke. Oh, wait a second. Let me tell you. He had 30 strokes.
30 strokes?
30 strokes. They thought he had a stroke. So they go in to go do the pictures.
You're right.
Come to find out, they look at his brain. They said, he didn't just have a stroke. Last night, he stroked 30 times.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
And the nurse came in and noticed a little bit that he was kind of slurring a little bit. And she said, does his face look like it wasn't even falling really like as much as someone who had had a stroke.
Sure.
What face would fall. This man is an ox. Like he's an animal. He's insanely strong.
Yeah.
They're like, how are you doing this? And he said, well, something happened. I was, am I doing okay? They asked him, the nurse asked him, this is hilarious. The nurse asked him, John, do you know where you are? Mom, downtown press. That's right. Do you know what year? No, do you know what month it is? Well, it's not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So it's got to be January. She says, are you sure it's January? And he goes, no, it might be in between February, March, April, May, June, July. It's probably October.
Oh.
And she said, John, can you tell me what year it is? And he says, maybe 19 and 18.
Oh, wow.
And she said,
19 and 18.
well, close. It's 2018, not 19. It's close, even 2018. And she's
Yeah,
like,
close enough.
really hoping that he'd get it right,
Yeah.
And then finally she looks at him and she says, well, John, and he looked at her and he says, well, at least I know it's December.
Oh, man.
He totally had her going.
Oh.
And he's like toying
You
with the
can't
nurses.
do that.
He was pranking her. Was he flirting?
He was highly likely. He is.
He's
yeah,
got a
I know.
girlfriend, man.
He told
Yeah, I know.
his
There's a
nephew.
girlfriend,
Told his nephews in a fight, I'm gonna find you a good girlfriend in here. One of these nurses.
Oh,
and then
my
his nephew
gosh.
said, no, they have too much attitude. I don't want them.
Ah.
So he's precious. He's full of jokes, right? And then about about 2 days ago. When did I send you? So I was sending a text out to the family.
I appreciate you consider me family.
And
yeah, cool. I didn't get one. Didn't get one of them.
And this is the part that's going to maybe break up our friendship. I don't know, but
Wait,
I'm going to.
Ours?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was thinking about sending you guys a text, and I thought they have no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
I would love their prayers, but I need to give them a heads up what's going on. So I waited to send you guys the most recent update because I was going to let you know, hey,
Yeah.
Gramps fell.
Yeah.
This, and this.
Got
Pray
it.
for us.
Yeah.
I sent a text. I was just going down the list.
Yeah.
And I copied and pasted, and I happened to send it to Dex.
Yeah.
And so,
This happened to.
and I did well, and I was, you know, I wanted you to know, but I kind of gave you information that was sort of like it was like what
Well,
just
sure.
what,
I haven't got the other updates.
like
so.
you didn't even know he fell, you didn't know he was sick, you didn't know he was in
Right.
the
Know the whole
hospital,
story.
And
you
then
didn't know
sharing
we've
it
been
all on
spending
the radio.
hours. So I'm sorry.
You sent it to the wrong co-host.
So I'm sorry.
That's cool.
I'm sorry, but you
that
did
what
get a
happened?
random text
Oh.
that my grandfather is passing away. He is my grandpa is dying.
I'm so sorry.
And they said he had 24 hours. And I said, nurse, this man has had 30 strokes and still pranked you that it was wasn't
Right?
December.
Yeah.
This man is not dying in 24 hours.
yeah.
I, of course, want him to go be with the Lord and not suffer at all.
I mean, I have a sad news for you.
What?
We're all gonna die.
We're all going to die.
Yeah.
And he knows
It's
this.
called humanity.
And it's amazing that
And
he gets to
sin.
go and
Yeah.
be with other family members that he has missed so very much,
Yeah.
including his wife,
He's
his
had a
beloved
long
wife.
life.
Yeah, he had such a great long
How does he
life.
explain the girlfriend when he gets to heaven, though?
Oh,
That's what's kind
God.
of weird about it.
No, my grandma told him, always told him. She told me before she passed away on her deathbed. She was like, sweetie, you take care of your grandpa. And I said, Grandma, okay, I will. And she says, he's not going to be okay by himself for a long time. She said, he can have another wife. So she told me. And I was like, Grandma, nope, I'm not telling anyone you just said that. And she said, he won't do so good alone.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was precious.
How long ago did she pass away?
She actually passed away like 7
Weeks
years
ago.
years ago.
It took him a long time to find a girlfriend. 3 weeks.
Solid 2.5.
He was on. He
It was
found her on
2.5.
Bumble.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend is so precious, but my mom would be like, Tamara, stop it. And at breakfast, Tamara, stop. Tamara. That's all I hear at breakfast. Because I'd look at him and I'd be like, ugh. And my mom would be like, Tamara,
Yeah.
stop it.
That's funny.
Stop it. So he had a long, lengthy update. Anyway, Gramps, he's not doing well physically, but he is doing so well spiritually. He's literally about to be with Jesus. I'm still coming to work and stuff and doing, like we had rehearsal last night. So we're rotating. Hospice came to the house. They took him home. He's so happy to be home. Sometimes he has these bursts where he wakes up and I say, hey, Grandpa, and I go over and I kiss all over his face and I sing to him. And sometimes he sings a little bit with me.
Yeah.
And he's just so precious. He's
Reminds
just
me,
precious.
you telling your story about your grandpa reminds me a lot of my grandpa.
Mhm.
He was in the Navy. He was just one of these guys that just was cowboy. He rode bulls.
Yes.
And I just looked at my grandpa like, man, he's the greatest, strongest. He could do
generation.
anything.
Yep.
His
Yes.
hands were so strong
Yes,
and
his
muscular, and he
hands.
had
Oh, his
these
hands.
Navy tattoos. And
That was Chrissy's
So
grandfather.
cool.
Yep.
I mean, he died in his 80s too, and I just remember seeing him on his deathbed, and he was in a wheelchair, and just
Yeah.
to see this strong man,
Yes.
and his mind was there,
Yes.
but his body just wasn't.
Yes.
Gosh, man, it was tough to see. But
How do we change that?
What do you mean?
What?
How do we change the fact that like everybody looks back at their grandparents, right? A lot of people, we hear this story regularly where
Mhm.
it's like they were a different breed.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it was a different culture,
Yeah.
wars, plural,
Sure.
and different things. But I look at it now and I'm like, I'm hoping that at some point when we're old, people are
Yeah.
saying similar things, like that we made an impact
Mm-hmm.
because we were determined, because we loved Jesus,
Yeah.
because and
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
think that's what brings me hope is like, I think everyone harps on the fact of like, all roads lead to heaven and everything else. And we can get into that later with Brian Nixon tomorrow. But
Or
it's like, it's just, there's a peace that you have when they're sitting there and you're changing them out and you're cleaning them up and they're coughing up whatever and they're wheezing and they're basically suffocating
yeah.
for hours and
Right.
days. in weeks.
Man, I really hope this ends better than.
And
it
you're
started.
like, look at the brevity of life.
Yeah.
And you're looking at him and you're like, okay, so then I'm FaceTiming with little Amzie Joy,
Yeah.
who's lost two family members, very close family members. She's only 4. My sister-in-law, her dad passed away this year. I mean, it's so crazy.
Right.
We lose so many people during holidays, it feels like. During these months, it feels like we lose a lot of people. I'm FaceTiming him with her on the phone last night, and she says, Carly, you can hear Carly say, Amzie, why don't you sing Grandpa's song? You know, maybe he'll open his eyes. And so she's like, I don't want to, Mommy. And you can tell she's real sad.
Right.
But then something in her, she looks at him and I said, Amzie, he heard your voice. I think he's going to wake up. I think he's going to open his eyes. Because sometimes he would open his eyes.
Yeah.
And she's like, I have cookies and the cookies are so good and the cookies. And she's trying to make up a song and she's talking about her cookies that she just baked with her mom. And she's going off and she's looks at this little life.
Yeah.
Is looking at him through a phone, wanting him to open his eyes.
Right.
And you see so much life on one end at 4 years old, starting life, Lord willing that she has a long life ahead of her.
Right.
And then you look at, on the other side of the phone, you've got an 88-year-old man who has lived so well, and so his life has been so hard in some cases. And it's like you see the differences of this little baby life and this life over here. And I'm sitting there watching this, and he opens his eyes, and I said, Amzie, it's working. He's listening to you. He loves it. And this little voice is just like, it's like, am I making it count?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of what was going through my head. Like, am I making it count? Is every day has 24 hours, but when you're laying on your deathbed and you're watching someone die, and every breath could be the last breath, what counted in those 3 minutes? What counted in those 5 minutes? What counted overnight? And so I'm wondering, like, if we're living and because we're not wheezing because we're not suffocating,
right?
Are we kind of, in metaphorically speaking, are we kind of suffocating?
Yep.
Are we? You know,
I get
and
what you're
that's
saying.
and I'm like just thinking about it, like, man. And so I've been trying to put things, and when people die, we oftentimes do this and everything, but like I do this on a regular basis. Like I've done this since I was a little kid.
I know.
But
you tell these stories.
But like you think about it, and it's like, man, am I really making it count?
Well, yeah, because every breath, every heartbeat leads you closer to death.
Yeah, it does.
You know?
That's a great way to say
Yeah,
it.
I mean, that's true. I mean, we only have
the
a certain
moment
amount of
you're
heartbeats.
born is the moment you begin to die.
I'll send you this link. You can calculate how many heartbeats you have left. It's really cool. You take a quiz, and it'll tell you exactly how many heartbeats you have left.
That's actually not.
It's very true.
That's
I have
a thing, but
I have
it's not real.
1.7 million heartbeats left.
Yeah.
That's
Which
not a
is
lot.
not
That's
very...
like 2 years away.
Oh my
Yeah, it says I'm going to
gosh.
die of a heart attack.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll send you the link if you want to
No,
try it.
I don't. I mean,
It's
okay.
very accurate.
Well, I mean, send it. It's
It's
what,
pretty accurate.
You know, what harm could it do?
Exactly. Yeah.
Just think about the brevity of life, y'all.
No, I was thinking about, what Steve-O just said too. It's like, we have so much that we can learn from their generation.
Yeah.
And there's of course they made mistakes.
Of course.
And I always look at it like my grandpa's generation,
Mm-hmm.
they wanted to work hard so their family wouldn't have to worry, you know?
Yeah.
They worked those 40, 50 hours a week.
Yeah.
And they put in the time so they could retire.
Yep.
And it's changed a lot.
Yeah, it
because I
has.
think a lot of people still they're working towards that retirement.
Uh-huh.
I've always been the opposite of that. I've always been like, I'm not really.
I need someone to work towards my retire. Is that what you're
But
gonna
no,
say?
but I look at my grandma and grandpa, and it's just that kind of generation. When you get to be like 60, you retire, and you collect your retirement, and
Chill
you
out.
hang out, and you enjoy the grandkids, and a lot of them don't have jobs. They
Yes.
just want to relax.
And
you
some of
know?
them can't, even if they didn't want to. Some of them don't have the physical ability to
Right.
do so. Like my grandfather, who passed away a few years back, he actually, my dad's dad, he worked until he couldn't work anymore. I mean, really, truly, even after he retired, after owning 6 stores for 40 some years. I
Sure.
grew up in a butcher family, and like he had a store in his house. It wasn't
Yeah.
a store; it was a butcher shop.
Sure.
Yeah.
Some
And so
people work
hunters
until the day
would
they
still
die.
go do their and he would go monitor. He couldn't cut as fast as he could. He couldn't do things like he could before, but he'd go watch and he'd monitor and say, "Nope, you got to move that, or that's not clean, or move that out." Or
Yeah.
he would still work with his mouth, with his brain, and he would teach people these things, this wisdom. And so even if you are retired and you're not working anymore, like what wisdom is in that vault? Like that, there's
Yeah.
so much in there that if you just go sit with somebody for an hour or 20 minutes and you cut the junk and you just like directly ask them questions like, tell me, what was your biggest struggle? Why? What did you do to get out of that? Why did you go this direction instead of that direction?
Right.
What happened in your life? Ask them these questions because it really does like open your brain up to think like, am I that person who's leaving that legacy?
Yeah.
Or am I just kind of like passing by? Because even my dad last night was sharing about how he used to work, because he started working at 6 years old. My dad did. Literally working at 6 years old, cutting meat, loading up stuff, because my grandpa put him to work. And there were 6 brothers.
Yeah.
So the little one couldn't do anything because he's a baby needing to eat. But like the rest of them are like loading in things. And it was a rough life for like 30 years, dealing with alcoholism and abuse and things like that. But then he comes to know the Lord. Everything starts to change. The business is booming. And the kids learn work ethic like ain't nobody's business. And they all 6 boys work like their work ethic is insane.
Right.
Yeah.
It's insane. So then you see it and you kind of naturally want to sort of kind of do it. But then there's times you'll catch, like I'll catch myself being like, oh man, I need a rest.
Yeah.
Have I done that? I slept in this morning from going to the gym. Is that an excuse? Maybe it is. Just kidding. No, seriously, I couldn't get out of bed. I was so tired because we're doing shifts and everything else, and everybody's at the house and emotions come in, everything else.
Yeah.
But that work ethic is massive from that generation. That's like the last of that generation.
Yeah.
The 88-year-olds, the 90s. My little Aunt Vera, she's 93 years old, and she's tricking everybody still. She's got jokes.
And you see there still are people in our generation that have good, amazing work ethic, but then I think the majority, you don't see that anymore.
No, you don't.
You see a lot of laziness. You see a lot of entitlement.
Entitlement. Oh,
a lot of handouts. You know what I'm saying? So it is changing, but gosh, I don't know. I feel like that struggle.
Yeah.
Going through those hard times, and working hard.
Yeah.
There's something to that. That's what makes you into a better person.
It's funny that you say that because just yesterday, I'm sitting there. Oh, I was at physical therapy yesterday. Remember, because I fell upstairs. And I was at physical therapy. This woman sits next to me, and she's older, and you can tell she's a heavy smoker. And I'm like, and I said, well, hey, at least I can come to physical therapy and I'm not dying of lung cancer at home.
You said that?
Yeah.
In front of her?
And I did. And I said, makes me count my blessings and makes me want to get up out of bed every day. And then I was like, I don't know if she doesn't have lung cancer.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh my gosh, damn. Wow.
Man, I should have thought that
cough?
through.
Did you pull the am I right? Just to see if she'd go, no, you're not right. I am.
She's all like, no.
I'm actually.
She talks out of her throat.
I am dying.
She was adorable,
Yeah.
and we were just pumping on that machine. And my physical therapist is a slave driver, but she's like, we were working hard.
Yeah.
And I was like, she might
have lung cancer. Probably shouldn't crack that joke.
So,
full circle, because we started talking about this because your grandfather.
Yeah, my grandpa, he's passing away, guys. True story.
I'm sorry.
Your prayers would be awesome. I think prayers that, you know how people hold on before they meet, before they talk to someone? I'm asking the Lord to bring to mind people that if we haven't told somebody that he'd really love to hear before he passes away. Because he can open his eyes and see a little bit.
Yeah.
And he can still hear us, but he's on so much morphine because of the pain. You can tell he's in pain.
Right.
Yeah.
See, at that point, it's kind of like...
Yeah, you want him to just go be with the Lord.
You don't
and
want him to
start,
be in pain.
He's going to be running circles in heaven. You know what I mean?
I wonder do you think the morphine, do you think that keeps him here longer? I mean, he's not in pain, but do you think it keeps him here longer?
It makes sense. I know what he means. I know what he means
too.
Oh.
So you think he might take them
I'm
off?
gonna go ahead and
well, here's the thing.
read.
Yes and
Google.
no. People put their loved ones on pain medication as they're on their way out. What's killing him is his cancer.
Yeah.
So he will be, unless the Lord chooses to do a miracle, he will die of cancer. And so the cancer will overtake his body. So if he's taking morphine or he's taking pain medication to help him not feel the pain as bad, he's going out anyway.
Yeah.
So why not go out in your sleep or not have to feel as much of that on your way out? It's a suffering thing, and I guess everyone has their own preference, but But it's been crazy. It's been crazy. It's crazy. And there's tons of people. I bet you anything. Starmies. I bet you anything. Their family members have passed away either this year, last year. They're still struggling from 10 years ago. People's parents passed away. There's so much death that you don't realize until you have someone close to you who's passing away. And then you have this like softened bit in your heart of like, man, are you doing okay too? Are you doing okay too? You know?
Right.
And so it creates really great conversation and connection between people all over the place.
Yeah, it does.
Steve, what are the Starmies saying?
Nothing.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tam, I will keep your family in prayer,
Aw.
lifting you and your family up today, Tam. So much love.
Lots of love, Tam.
My mom and her sister, Teresa and Cherie, they are really, really, they're awesome, but they're losing their daddy.
Yeah, that's tough, right?
So, so keep them in your prayers.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing.
Yeah, I remember my my mom and her sisters. They were with my grandpa when he died on his deathbed. I didn't get a chance to be there when he passed away, but they told me he was he had these old songs, these like hymnal songs, worship songs that he loved, and so they would put that on, and he would sing along on his deathbed, and at one point, my grandpa, he said goodbye to his mom and his daughters, and then said, "All right, it's time for me to go," and asked them to leave the room, and they said when they shut the door, they heard him singing, and then he stopped. And when they opened the door, he was gone.
Wow. Well, last night, my little great aunt, she's 92. That's his older sister. She came over and she told us a story about how she's been hearing music. And she said, for a week straight, I thought I was dreaming, but I opened my eyes and I still heard him.
Really?
I said, well, what'd you hear, Aunt Vera? And she said, I heard singing, like lots and lots of people singing. And it was so beautiful, so beautiful. So then last night she walks over to my grandpa's bed. And she's like, starts singing to him in his ear. And what was the song? Hold on. I think I literally have her. Wait.
Go ahead, Tim.
I know we're waiting on air right now.
I would say something is really weird about this tape.
Okay.
No.
Wrong one.
Listen to her sing.
Go ahead, Tim.
Okay, ready? Here it is. I got her. I can't play it. You want to know why I can't play it?
Why?
That's what it is. I can't play it because I don't want to play it because he's breathing in the background and it's going to be weird and I don't like it. But literally she's singing and she came up to him and she said, she walked up and her little shaky voice and she's like, I sing praises to your name.
Aww.
Oh Lord. She's like all cute.
Aww.
And she gives him this big kiss on his head. And she's like, you're my only brother. She's like telling him,
right?
My only brother, my little brother, and there ain't nobody like you.
Aww.
She's like, I'll see you tomorrow, Lord willing.
That's cool.
So we
Lord
sing to
willing.
him. We sing to him a lot.
That's cool.
And he loves it. You can tell his little body starts to move a little bit.
Right?
He loves it.
What did your grandpa do for a living?
He was in the Army and he worked on those when you go in and you do the mining, like you chop away.
Yeah.
He did all that. He was doing a ton of stuff of work in Alaska.
Wow.
So he was exposed to a lot of that debris as well. And then he came back and he was actually a car salesman for 40 years.
No kidding.
40 plus years. He was the number one car salesman at that place.
Really?
Too. Yep. His brother-in-law owned the car place. And he had a lot of people from the reservation come in and they just wanted to talk to him. So he had tons of sales going.
That's cool.
They loved him. He was
awesome.
Extra loved. But a hardworking man. He was, when they jump out of planes? That's what he did.
Oh, he was a parajumper.
Yeah, that guy. What do you call him?
Pararescue?
Nope.
He was an airborne ranger?
Airborne. He was airborne.
Ranger? He was airborne? That's awesome.
That's right.
It's really cool.
Yeah, just what a sweetheart.
What's his full name?
John M. Pierce. John Matson Pierce.
There you go.
P-E-A-R-C-E. If you want to know the spelling.
I love that.
Precious. I was going to play it, and I was so excited, and then I realized that's not a good idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine.
It's not a good idea.
Well, I'm glad you shared that story.
Do you guys feel better now that you know what's going on in my life?
I know what's going on.
Okay.
It's very cool.
And isn't brain nuts? Like how you can be under such stress and helping and doing all these things 100 miles an hour and still going to work and still doing what you do and still like just crazy busy.
Yep.
Like, think about what's going on in you guys' lives right now. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know everything in your life.
I think you do.
But yet you can, come to work and you can get stuff done and you can be like, it's like you can have normal conversations with people. It's crazy how like you just have to kind of still live.
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. It's like, it's the things I've gone through in my past that allows me to continue to move forward, you know? I mean, anybody can really, if you just hunker down and just do it, anybody can do it, right? It's like that mind over matter mentality.
Totally.
Like anybody can do it.
Totally.
It's all mental. But I remember when one of the first travesties happened in my life. Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to die. I remember being 18, 19 years old and my girlfriend broke up with me and I thought I wanted to die.
Yep, true.
Like seriously, I wanted to die because my girlfriend at the time broke up with me. But it was like that and then the other, just that buildup.
Junk.
Yeah, it grows you. It makes you stronger. And so,
yeah.
You know,
living
you just get
through
up and do it.
I think you're right. I think, and that's where I'm at is like, there's just been so much going on. And there's some stuff that I'm just, what am I doing? Like, I don't even, like, I can't put my thoughts in order. And so I just start to pray. And I'm like, God, would you please order my thoughts?
Yeah.
Would you give me your peace? I need your word. I need your help. And I want to just love him too. Like in that song that she's singing, it sums up everything. She says, I sing praises to your name, O Lord, praises to your name. For your name is great and you're greatly to be praised. And you just keep singing it over and over and over. It's an old song, Maranatha days. If you grew up Pentecostal, you'd know it. But like, it's a great song. And I'm thinking, if this was your life for the rest of your life, would God still be enough? You know?
Yeah. You know what I think about a lot? You know, a lot of these, you know, people in the Bible that we read about, you know, God really started to use them towards the end of their lives, you know, when they were older.
Right.
And sometimes when we're young, we feel like maybe God isn't using us or you have a hard time with that purpose kind of thing. And instead of slowing down and just allowing God to work and put you through situations and praying, God, whatever it is today you have for me, allow it to happen. I know you're with me. I have nothing to fear. But just to know that whatever's going to happen is preparing me for whatever you have for me in the future, whatever you have for me tomorrow, you know?
And a lot of time, too, preparing you for what's happening right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're walking through it and you're like, you couldn't be here in present day if something hadn't happened before, like you're saying. But yet also not missing the present moment because we're so focused on what else? Because today could be your last day.
It could be.
And it's like, am I learning today what I'm supposed to learn today? Am I making the choices that God's called me to make instead of the ones that I just want to make or because I'm frustrated?
Well, we're so easy to throw the
is.
towel in at times, you know? We want to wave the white flag and surrender, or we want to instead of just being like, all right, I'm just going to go through this and it hurts and it sucks, but I'm going to get through it. And it's preparing me for whatever it is.
That's
today,
so
tomorrow,
cool
or the
that
future.
you say that. I used to have dreams about tornadoes, and they were terrifying. They were always like hurting my family members, or I couldn't get to people. I was screaming and no one could hear me. I was always having these crazy dreams about tornadoes. Every time something bad was going on or something was about to happen or whatever, like I was always like kind of pre-warned with these dreams of tornadoes. Well, as I'm terrified. I mean, truly, it happened over time, so about 7 years. Okay, not even kidding. And they would happen on and off, and it was driving me crazy. So one night I was praying, and I was like, Lord, when I go to bed tonight, if I dream about those tornadoes, because they have personalities and they're angry and they want to devour me and everything around me, and it's just like it was terrifying.
It's intense.
And I'm like, I don't know what to do, but I'm scared to death. I really am. What do I do? Would you intervene in my dream life? Because I need your help. I dreamt that night of tornadoes, right? They were all surrounding me and they wanted me. They wanted to devour me. And they had already injured my family. My grandmother had fallen out of a wheelchair. I couldn't help her. There was all this stuff going on. And I remember sitting there and I said, Lord, I asked you to help. And I realized I was in a dream. And I prayed and I said, God, I asked you to help and to come in. Would you please help me? I don't know what to do. And you want to know the clearest voice ever that I heard? I looked at this tornado that wanted to devour me, this massive, huge, massive thing, and like growling at me. And all I heard was, run through it.
Wow.
Run through it. And I'm like, run through it, but that thing's going to shred me into a million pieces, but I'm going to die thinking I'm in a dream, so maybe I won't die. Maybe I this, maybe I that. But what if I'm not in a dream? Maybe this is real. And I remember getting in a sprinter position in my dream, looking directly at the tornado, and then putting my head down and saying, I'm going to run through this.
I'm going to never surrender. I'm going to run right through it. Yes.
Sprinted towards
Yes.
that tornado, and I ran right through it in my dream.
Beautiful.
When I hit that tornado, I remember feeling the wind of everything just dissipate.
That's awesome.
And it was what I realized in my dream was those tornadoes are not as big and bad as they think they are. They have been fooling you, they have been bullying you, and they are afraid of you. You are not afraid of them, they are afraid of you. Run through it, run through it. So then my dreams became me chasing tornadoes and running through them instead of them chasing me and terrifying me. And it was incredible. It was a huge life lesson for me.
Let me leave you guys with this, all right? John 10:28.
Boom.
It's a verse I cling to. I give them eternal life, and they shall never perish. No one will snatch them out of my hand. Thank you, Mom.
Oh, that's so
good. My mom
good.
texted me that verse. She's like,
That's
this is
so
the verse you're thinking
good.
of, Joseph.
Thank you, Mom.
It's a good verse right there.
You are just the sweetest.
You are, Tam, and we're praying for your grandfather.
Thank you.
Sorry that you have to see that, and you're,
Yeah. It's a lot.
It is a lot. All right, Starmy, we're done.
Oh.
Thank you so much. You awake over there, Steve-O?
Steve-O, are you still in the room?
I'm here.
I've been watching all that you've been doing. You've been very busy.
So busy.
So
he's got a lot done.
You
You
want
got
me
a
to
lot
recap for
done
you after
on
the show?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Sam can recap what we talked
Oh,
about.
you know what? I'll recap for
Yeah,
you.
go ahead, guys.
You know what? I'm going to go in your office and I'll,
You
I'll be
know,
waiting for
you
you.
don't have to.
Go kick
I was
back.
here.
All right.
I was present.
Beautiful. All right. Bye-bye, guys.
That's all we got. There ain't no more. That's right. Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
Skip Heitzig lays down a hard truth in this hot spot.
Jesus put it this way. God causes the sun to rise on the evil and the good, and he sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous.
Remember this when you go through rough times.
That suffering is not a measure of goodness or godliness, that it's not like some cosmic karma